Hello, everyone. What's up, Johnny Mac?
What up? What up?
How's everybody doing today? Sorry, I had to push it back. I had stuff I had to do here. Johnny Mac had some errands he needed to run, but we're here. We made it. We made it. Oh, it's been a busy morning.
Yes, it has. Got a lot
Code
done.
went live this morning. Selfie Queen Cindy was live just now, and we've been busy ourselves. It's been a busy day. So, what you been up to?
To be honest,
Oh my God.
I've been watching a lot of content and getting some ideas to start working on some content other than this bullshit. I haven't really been watching the responses and all the attacks. I haven't. I know that Harry went on, had brought his wife on there, who he's claiming is Cindy. I don't buy that bullshit either. That's nonsense. Isn't it amazing? He's willing to throw his wife under the bus for himself. It was him.
Yeah, exactly.
But other than that, like I really haven't been paying attention. I've just been doing my own thing,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
business,
Yeah.
like everybody should be fucking doing.
Yeah, exactly. I had some people ask me to cover the live that he did the other night where his wife came on. And so here we are. We're going to cover it.
All right.
Let's say hi to everybody. Team No Muscle. I am Cindy.
Look, there you go, Jules. Right there, debunked. That's all you need to do, right there. That debunks the fact that it was Brenda, because she don't know jack shit about Jules. Don't know Jules. Don't have no reason to go after Jules.
No.
So why all of a sudden, it was her? Come on.
Yeah.
Look, I know you think we're stupid. We ain't that fucking stupid, okay, Harry? Stop the bullshit already.
No, we're not. Hey, Sly. Hey, Code. Hey, MTT. Yes, MTT. Good morning, Tina Beagle, Johnny Mac. What's up, Deadly? Esmeralda. Drazo. I need to charge this phone. Y'all are killing me. First Code, then Selfie Queen Cindy, and now Sophie. Who's next? Hi, Sherry and Eric. Hey, Brian Press. Lisa loves her pup. Susie Q. Hey, Jules. Celia. Spoiler alert. Bambi is going to be charged with cyber harassment or something like that. It's interesting. It's about time. She made some bodily threats yesterday that did not fare well with L.E. Who's L.E.? Hi, Flower Child. Mikey, hello.
That's a good one,
Shauna, right. Hey, Shauna, my friend. How are you? Hey, Code. Turns out the new cyber laws in Illinois do make a difference. Awesome. That's good to know. Hey, Snurk.
Like I said, it's going to catch up. These people, and what's going to happen is the laws are going to change.
Yeah.
They're going to get in trouble, and then they're going to be like, I had no idea. I'm blindsided by this.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Hi, John O'Reilly. Yeah, and the cyber laws are starting to change slowly, but they are starting to change. Hi, Jean. I will be listening. I'm sitting at the dentist. No worries. Hey, Martin's mommy. Lisa Wigger. Thank you, Code. Kendra. I have a client this morning, so it's been good to have things to listen to. Awesome.
That crazy Lindsay came into my freaking DMs and was screaming at me in all caps like she always does.
Yeah.
And I don't have the slightest fucking clue what she's talking about.
You want me to read it?
You can read it, but I don't even know who she's talking about. You can. I sent it to you and I sent it to Jules, and I said, do either of you have a clue what the fuck she's talking about? Because I don't.
No, I'm not really sure. Hi, Teresa Cook. How are you? Say hi to finish saying hi. I think I got everybody. Brooks knows. Too good to be true. Quirky.
Of course, Momo's encouraging the corn to come back because she encourages cyberbullying. That's what she wants. People to stay up our asses constantly.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that he actually told her that he was blaming her or no? I think before the show, he was like, hey, we're going to bring up this Cindy thing, and I'm going to say that it was you.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, okay. Okay. I'm glad you're covering it because I tried listening to it twice but kept falling asleep. Oh, goodness. Hey, BB, if she comes to Illinois, she won't be happy. Well, there you go. You think it was both of them using the account?
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, look, we know if it was both of them, then Harry has the final say and what he
And
wants
what goes up. Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, she might have had part in it. I don't buy that. I don't. I truly don't. Because why all of a sudden? She was around
Right.
for the prior 2 years. She wasn't involved in it. Now all of a sudden it was her, and she
Yeah.
happens, and all of a sudden she knows everything about the community and types with poor grammar, just like you, Harry, and puts up songs just like you, Harry. Come on, man. Come
Yep.
on.
Exactly.
You might be able to get that
Exactly.
shit off on the people in the Ozarks. Not to say there's anything wrong with the people in the Ozarks, but I also found out who it was that has the video of him going into the Piggly Wiggly. I know who
Oh.
it is. Yep, somebody who lives right down the road from him, as a matter of fact, a friend of mine.
Oh.
Friend of mine, yes. So, I mean,
Wow.
yeah, yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Vixie, I hope you feel better. So I'm encouraging Corn to come back. Not a good idea. Yeah, she is, Jules. Still encouraging. Yeah, something about Corn's mom. We don't have a problem with Corn's mom. See, here's the thing with Lindsay.
That's what it said. Yeah, that's what it said.
She hears bits and pieces of things, right? And then she just like thinks up something and runs. She kind of like Ben Jaley does, you know? So let's see. I think I got everybody. Hey, Ghostface. Hey, JJ. Hey, Amzy. Good morning. I saw a video of two young influencers in China getting attacked by a guy they were online beefing with. He had a sword and one kid lost his hand.
Oh,
It was in China, but cyber crimes are happening more. Oh my goodness. Hey, Cindy. That is insane. Yeah, what a great husband. He puts his wife in the line of fire. Who would involve their spouse in this BS? Let me tell you
especially at this
something.
point. Especially at this point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If the roles were reversed and it was my husband doing this and me in the background not paying any attention to this shit, really, just hearing the bits and pieces that my spouse told me. And all of a sudden he was to come to me one day and was like, hey, I'm getting heat for this. And in order to squash it, I'm going to blame it on you. I'd look at him like he was fucking crazy. He'd probably get cussed out, to be honest. But no, I'd be like, fuck no, I'm not getting in this shit, And I don't see how he can involve his wife in this stuff. I don't. Hi, allegedly. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. And yeah, Sandra Carter, Shade. The list goes on. It's so good to see everybody. Hey, Janet, how are you? Good morning, Wanda. Well, the code, he, at the beginning of the show, he says, oh, we had a little technical difficulty. I had to help my wife figure out her new iPhone to get on here.
They share. Come on, man. He's so full of shit. They share a freaking phone. They share one. Okay, this is not something I'm making up. He told me this because he wanted my wife to text the same number that I call him on. No,
Right.
not going to happen. No way, no how. Never in life.
Yeah. And I was thinking about that whenever he said that. I was like, how did they go from sharing a phone, which is probably a government phone?
Of
How
course.
did they go from sharing this phone to her getting a new iPhone?
I guess they ripped off a few more snake orders.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and I think I found the reason, the cause, his way in, if you will, to the Jehovah's Witness people, and how he got to robbing them.
Oh,
I cracked the case. It's in this live.
oh, cool.
It's in the live. Yeah.
Yes, Susie Q, they share a phone. Well, as of 2023, they did. Maybe a
Hmm.
new year for him. Maybe he's rolling in the bucks, but I doubt it.
Yes, Toby Keith passed away yesterday, this morning, sometime.
Oh,
So.
no shit. Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, he was 62. And iPhones are expensive. They are. I have the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and it ain't cheap. It ain't cheap. So, okay, I am going to pull up this message. Oh, and just a update, or not an update, on my computer. I put in the return request with eBay. Was it Saturday or Sunday, Johnny Mac? I can't remember. Saturday or over the weekend. I
You're
put in
right.
the return request with eBay because the people still have not looked at any of my messages or messaged me back. So I
Yeah.
put in the return request with eBay, and he said eBay says that the people have until Friday to get back with me. If they don't get back with me by Friday, to contact eBay, and they will take it from there.
Well, I can tell
I
you what they're going to do. I can tell you what they're going to do on Friday. Um, they'll print you a label. You'll be able to download and print a label, and then ship the item back. And then once it's confirmed delivered,
Mhm.
they will refund your money back. So
Okay, cool.
it'll be
All
pretty
right.
speedy since they haven't responded. It'll actually
Mhm.
expedite the process. So that's good.
All right, cool. All right, cool. And I also, I had to put on there why I was wanting it returned, even though the person says no returns accepted.
Yeah, that's
Um, yeah. And I put on there, I received the wrong computer. It was a different description than what is online. And I took pictures showing that it was a Vivio book, not a Zen book, and that a picture of the ring on the top of it where it's used and not new. So they have all of that too. So just letting you total transparency over here, guys. Total transparency. Okay, let me pull this up. Share my screen. Take this comment off of here. I can't really see it all. Try and find a way. That's the best, I think. Okay. Okay. From Spider Girl 7 hours ago. Look how now she's screaming at this. Look how she just threw. That's not how you spell the
wrong
through that
through. Yeah,
you're
yeah.
yeah. Look how she just threw out Corn's mom on Front Street, saying what they were talking about privately. I don't care, but many people will care, and it's all good, right? Private convo can't stay private anymore. She said Cornyn's mom was worried. So why TF did she just say, why did
So why the fuck did she just do that? Why the fuck did she just do that? Yeah.
wow, what a
That tongue
sentence.
twister.
When she turned on you again, good fucking luck. No one is gonna feel bad. Maybe you don't care who you hurt, just like her.
Who am I
100,
hurting?
100, 100, 100. Who did we hurt? Who did you
Who am I
hurt?
hurting? And who am I around that's hurting people? And who the fuck is she talking about?
Yeah.
She doesn't
Yeah.
say that. I don't even know what she's talking about. She's talking about Korn's mom. So I'm assuming Korn is Bambi, Bimbo, whatever fuck her name is.
She's gotten Born in the Corn and Korn's mom mixed up.
So is her mom? See, I don't even know what the fuck's going on. I'm not up to date. I don't really give
either.
two shits about Bambi. I hope that, she deserves, if somebody deserves to be in jail, it's her, Bambi. She's a lunatic.
Mm-hmm.
She deserves some type of maybe not jail, but she deserves consequences. But I don't know what this is. Obviously she's friends with Bambi. I don't know why she's messaging me. This is like the first one in a year. And the last one, she was wanting me to give help arrange a lawyer for fucking Ben Jaley. I don't know why she would come to me for that. But once again, I don't know what she's talking about. It's off the reservation fucking crazy here.
Yeah. Yeah. So, once again, Spider Girl. I'm dropping the link. This is 3 different days now that I've dropped the link for you. But you want to get in Johnny Mac's DMs and talk some nonsense, and he don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, I have no clue. And she wants to involve me in something that's not even my business. Not hers either.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely none of her business. She don't like none of us. So what? I don't know.
So there is I guess during this live, there are a few lies that he told that I'll have to dispel. One, he said I said something about Brenda, which I did not. I never said she walked with a cane. I said they both hobbled into the hotel. That's what I said. I said he walked slow because I hear that he has a cane. That's what I said. But he's telling her that I'm insulting her for having a cane, which never happened. Put up the clip, maggot.
Yeah.
But and then there's another one. Your mouth is. Another one is like he had to like lead her in because she couldn't see or walk or some crazy shit. No, she was ahead of him. He was walking behind her by like 5 feet, and he was like really like going in slow because I guess he didn't have his cane. So I don't know what he's talking about. He had to like guide her through the hallway. She was walking ahead of him, and I was like walking in between them. Like, and I kept turning around to see why the fuck it was taking him so long. Yeah. So he's just a chronic liar, man. Everything he says is a lie that comes out of his mouth. It's amazing.
What's up, Drazo?
He hobbled slow, Amzie, because he does on a regular basis use a cane from what I hear. So he didn't want me to see him with the cane. So he walked in real slow. That's all.
Yeah. Taking his sweet old time so he didn't fall.
Yeah, with his big old freaking case that he was going to pack full of stolen goods. But he lost his nerve because he's one of those big mouth bitch motherfuckers.
Yeah, same, JJ. JJ says, I was wondering what he was talking about. I never heard you say she walked with a cane. You've never said that I've heard. And same. And I had to ask Johnny Mac this morning. I was like, did you say that ever? And he was like, no.
You all know I haven't said a damn thing about anybody's family. No, nobody's family. Nothing. So you're not going to lie on me now, maggot. Even though it's fair game, she's on here talking shit now. I'm still not going to go after her. But I didn't say that. You're lying to. So, Brenda, if you're listening, your husband lied to you. I'm sorry to tell you. And I'm sure you're used to that. But I'm just letting you know he's lying to you. And when you come on here and there's no proof, he can't prove it. He's making a fool out of you.
Yeah. Try it again, Drazo.
Oh, yeah, he said he was having a hard time.
Yeah, yesterday he couldn't get up here at all. Today he got up here and then it like paused right before he was getting ready to come to the backstage. Micah says, I'm 34 and I use a cane. It doesn't matter. Why is he so worked up about it? Get
That's
over
it.
it, right?
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because he's been on here acting like he's the biggest, toughest, baddest motherfucker on the face of the earth, and he's talking about how he's the only one that should be talking tough on here, and he's very insecure, extremely paper thin skin on this motherfucker. Else he would have cammed up a long time ago. We all know this, but that's what it is. He thinks that makes him weak. It doesn't make him weak. We're human beings. Our bodies run out. You know, that's what happens. We're mortal. We have organic meat sticks. You know, that we break down over time.
Yeah. Yeah. And the worse you treat your body, the worse you're going to be off when you get old.
There you go.
So, hey Selena, how are you, beautiful?
Hate is hard on the body. Being in negativity, it's hard on the body. So now we're all hearing the bullshit rumors that Argo had a stroke. From what he's claiming, it's a mini stroke. No, he's not in the hospital. No, he's not all fucked up. I'm claiming bullshit. Okay, I don't believe it. I think he's a pathological liar, just like the maggot. But that's what he's claiming, a mini stroke. But then I wouldn't be surprised either, because this shit, literally, my blood pressure goes up.
Yeah.
And I don't do half the things that they do. You like my name?
I do. Lip smacking Mac.
He thinks that's such a huge pun.
That's funny. Hi, Tawana. But wait, he can round kick over your head. You're funny. You're funny.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of these guys have extremely thin-skinned people.
That I'd like to see him even try to throw a kick. Never mind over my head. Just throw a kick, Harry. Let me see that. Let me see that. That'd be enough, man. That'd be worth the price of admission. That would be comical as fuck. Y'all just don't realize. I promise you, if somebody ever gets a video of this fuck walking around, you will understand what I'm talking about. The dude's like this huge, ogre-y, uncoordinated, just giant, sloppy built. You know, you can look at him. Yeah. You can look at him. The dude is just a giant fucking piece of white trash. I don't know what other words to use. He is white trash. If anybody's white trash, that is him.
Yeah, yeah. Mountain Dew and cigarettes. A little bit of whiskey in the evening. Hi, Jen and Barrett. Drazo, it has to be something in the settings of your internet on your phone or something. It's not working on either channel. It's got to be something.
It's something that you're clicking, man. Something, man. It's not the channels. It's the connection, I guess. Are you going through this Safari? That's what I always go through.
Well, Safari, and then yesterday we told him to go through Chrome. Are you going through? Try Chrome, Drazo.
Yeah, that's it, Code. He couldn't do shit, man. It's funny. Like, who comes on and talks tough online? Like that right there. All the guys that I know that are truly deadly with their hands, they don't talk about it. You know, and really, you got to really push those guys to take it there too, because they know, you know, when they take it to that level, people get hurt. They do damage. This guy's a mouth, man. Like, what do we know about bullies? They got big mouths and soft asses.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 1% body fat? Come on. Remember when he said he had 26-inch biceps and was 1% body fat? No.
Yep. It's he's never had anything like that. Not even close.
Not even close.
You know, even his fat doesn't measure up to that. The dude never had muscle, man. It's insane that he says this. We've seen pictures dating all the way back to whenever, when you didn't have no gray in your beard and you was still a fat slob.
Yeah.
So explain that, Harry.
All right, let's get into this so you can hear what was actually said. Hey, Terry Time, how are you, friend? I hope you've had a good day so far.
Hey, Terry, how you doing?
Become a member of the channel. What? He's got memberships?
Yeah, Code. No shit.
What is it? Terry Time is more biker than, oh, for sure. For sure.
It's comical, man. This guy, comical.
All right.
Hello, everybody. What's going on tonight?
Again, I have changed the voices for your listening pleasure.
All right, we
And you are welcome.
have some good news and we have some bad news. The good news is the show will go on. The bad news is we had a heck of a time getting it up here. And I'm sorry we're late, but I had to bring on a guest tonight with us that had to learn how to use her new iPhone, and we had to get that all set up, and then something weird happened.
Show a picture of the iPhone.
StreamYard erased the entire stream.
Right. I mean, I'm sure they've had a government phone for so long now that they wouldn't even know how to work an iPhone. Like he had to show her how to use the iPhone.
Starting off right off the bat with a fucking lie. Come on.
Like who showed you how to work the iPhone? Come on.
Right, exactly.
Stream from the backstage. Weird. When Mike signed in to StreamYard to come on, it erased the entire live. So I don't know what happened there, but if anything goes haywire during this stream, it's beyond our control, guys, because I think StreamYard is having some issues tonight. But I would like to welcome our guest, and that would be my wife, Brenda. How are you doing, baby?
I'm doing great. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing absolutely fantastic. Stone Sailor, Mike.
I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall for that conversation, right? Yes, this voice does suit him better than his own. Yes. This live was 2 days ago, Selfie Queen Cindy.
Oh, Helium Harry over there.
Oh my, this was 2 days ago.
Mike, welcome our guest.
What's up? Hey, it's so good to have you. It's so good to have you, Brenda. And if you
Okay, now-
don't stand tonight, you better put on a jacket or
Yeah,
a bulletproof vest or something.
Probably better. Yeah, bulletproof vest would be better. I guarantee you. Now, one thing you'll notice is you will click if you speak while someone else is speaking. You follow? Okay, so like, this is your first time on, and I know you're nervous probably or whatever, but I'll guide you through everything. But if somebody else
you through.
speaks and you try and
He's going to guide her through everything.
Wait a minute. I thought she was Cindy, and she's been around running channels for a fucking minute. I thought she's been around this whole time.
Yeah, well.
But now she don't know how to do jack shit. She's brand new. See,
Yeah.
You see how he doesn't know how to lie properly? She's been around all this time, but he's showing that she isn't by saying this. He's so stupid. Gosh, stupid.
we'll clip over it. So, it's just the way the soundboard, I guess, works on StreamYard. But anyway, let's get...
No, if you talk and somebody else starts talking, you're talking over each other. It happens in real life. It happens on StreamYard. It happens on... It's just how things go. Like, why did you have to explain that to her?
Get to it.
Because he thinks women are stupid. I don't know if she lives with him. I honestly don't know how she lives with him.
She sat there pretty much quiet the whole time until me and him got off into a rabbit hole of a conversation. And then my wife started talking to her, and that's about the only time I even heard her voice.
Really?
Yeah.
So she speaks when she is spoken to.
Yep.
But I would like to dedicate this show to a person that's very, very, very important in my life. And it would be this guy right here. This is my grand...
Now, I believe that he was trying to trap people.
This is a trick, y'all. Make no mistake. He wants to see who's going to post this and start it. And then he's going to be like, oh, they're attacking my grandson. I'm going after him now.
Yeah. But as you see, you do not know what this little boy or even if it is a boy, you can't even tell that much.
It could be a doll for all I'm
It
looking
could
at.
be a doll for all we know. You would not recognize this child on the street if you saw him the way that I have him. So you're trick no good, Muscle. Trick no good.
My grandson.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say two things. First off, if it's a trick, shame on you. You know, like to use a child's picture for a trick. Secondly, if it's not a trick and it is your grandson, shame on you for putting that picture out there and putting a target on that kid. That's what you did, dummy. Dummy. That's what you did. You don't put. Why would you intentionally post juvenile family members, dummy?
Yeah.
Dummy. I'm gonna keep calling you dummy because you deserve it, man. Who does that?
Talking about it's the 1 year of his dox, and whoever doxed him put a target on this little boy's head, but here he is showing the little boy putting a target on his head. Am I wrong?
You're exactly right.
Poor thing, I feel bad for her, and FYI, she's not the only one that will hold a snake. I've held many, grew up in Florida. Snakes, reptiles, animals of any size are to be handled with respect. There you go, JJ. Right, Susie Q. It's pretty dumb of him to show this little boy. But, you know, as far as we know, it's a doll.
Little Muscle. We'll just call him that. And a year ago tonight, I was doxxed.
Oh, no.
Now, a lot of people will.
Like, why is that such a big deal? Why is it such a big deal that he has to have a 1 year anniversary party for the night he was doxxed? Like, what?
I get doxxed every day. Every fucking day I get doxxed. You know?
Come on.
He should do a year anniversary to all the people he doxxed, apologizing. It's been a year since I was a scumbag piece of shit that doxed you. Let me apologize. It's been a year. I owe you another apology, another year's worth. You know? Nope.
No.
Sorry, man.
No. It's not important. Because he's a narcissist, and that's exactly it. That's exactly it, Ghostface. Yeah, he doxed people daily. Daily. So why is yours so important, Harry?
Want to argue that and say that I wasn't doxxed by MRE and that I wasn't doxxed by the troll army and that group over there. Well, tonight we're going to get to past the bullshit and to the facts with physical evidence.
Well, you assholes put
Yeah,
MRE
there's a lot of
family
bullshit.
up. Family members. Yeah, you guys did that. Deceased family members. You did that, Harry. Did he deserve that? Did MRE's family deserve that?
He would say yes because he's a Nazi.
So are you.
His words.
So are you, Harry. You're just as racist. Yeah, you're probably a Klan member, for all I know. As much as you talk about them and talk about racism, you're worse. You promote racism. So let's just say he is a Nazi or a Nazi sympathizer or whatever, or the biggest freaking skinhead on the planet. He's not promoting that on YouTube. You are, asshole.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. He's the one bringing it up, bringing it to light.
That's it.
Bullshit and a lot of rumors that we need to get fucking out of the way and get the truth out there.
Truth. Yeah.
I see you there, Tony. Let me give you a wrench, brother. So, well, first of all, Brenda, I'd like to get Mac out of the way because I know you got a few things that you would like to say to Johnny Mac. One of them being that you walk with a cane.
Yes, I would like to address that. Johnny,
First
that
lie.
is just, how can you sit and lie like that? You know that's not true. You know that's a lie.
Your husband is lying to you, ma'am.
I have
Your
not
husband is
said
lying to
one
you.
disparaging thing about Brenda. Not one. I said that I liked her, that she was pleasant. I've asked her, hey, Are you proud of Harry? I've asked questions to her. I've never been disrespectful to her. Put the fucking clip up, Harry. Stop the nonsense. Put the receipt up.
Yeah. Yeah. Your husband is lying to you, ma'am.
And I just don't understand you, because whenever the whole thing went down, and I told Chicago, I said, he seems, to be a nice person. I said, don't be hard. I said, let's just go, and meet him and all. And that was one of the biggest mistakes I ever made, because it just, and then to come up with stuff like that, I can assure you, I knew just fine, okay, with the animals that I have taken care of in the past, and still yet, once I got, if you don't move fast, you're going to have big issues. So he's just ridiculous.
Yeah, she's not like you, Johnny Mac. She doesn't keep guinea pigs and corn snakes. She keeps 25-foot pythons and fucking cobras, bro.
Good for her.
So, she's...
And you don't. You're full of shit. You guys had snakes years ago. You don't have shit now. You don't have shit but stains on your carpet and a big fucking beer belly. That's it.
Yeah, because, it takes money. It takes money to with the upkeep on these animals, these reptiles that they had.
What's wrong with guinea pigs? Huh? I'm just asking. What's wrong with guinea pigs?
Nothing.
No. They show more affection and genuine fucking love than you do, than I've seen come out of you. And that I can guarantee. My little guinea pigs are very affectionate. Snakes, not so affectionate. Guinea pigs, very affectionate. So I happen to like. So what's wrong with that? And the corn snake's not mine. It's my daughter's, jerk off. It's. And I want to ask you this, Brenda, if you're listening. Your husband called my wife a nigger. How do you feel about that?
Mm.
Your husband called my children niggers. How do you feel about that?
Oh God.
Your husband called my family slaves. How do you feel about that? Is that okay? And tell me and say that I'm lying.
It's okay just because you said that I walked with a cane.
That's it.
It's fun what my husband says, because you said that about me. That'd be the
they're triggered over any type of Susie Q. Why are they so triggered over canes? Because to them, I guess that's weakness.
It shows weakness.
She's 65 years old. I mean, I have degenerative disc disease. I have several herniated discs in my back. By the time I'm her age, I'll probably be walking with a cane or worse, if I even live that long. So
yeah,
when you're older like that and you've lived a rough lifestyle, or maybe not, maybe it's just genetics, what's to be shameful about having a fucking cane or having a problem? Some type of disability. I don't shame people for that. They're the ones shaming me for that when they talk about all the liver damage I have. They always shame me for that, and I've never shamed anybody for their physical disabilities. I've never said anything about the amputee woman. I would never say anything like that.
No.
It's just bullshit. Because he wants to take something like that and make it out like I'm making fun of somebody with a handicap. That's what he wants to do. Okay? Yeah. Sorry, Harry. You got to put up a clip, bro. You can't just lie.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I mean, if it was me, I'd ask him to show me the clip. Because I don't care who it is, I have to hear shit for myself. But
yeah.
But and again, also add, I speak when I want to, not just when I'm spoken to. So there's the difference.
That reminds me. I offered them dinner. First I offered them drinks at the bar. I don't drink, but I figured, they want to have a drink. I'm buying,
Right.
So, but either way, she looks at him for the answer. Can we accept? And he declines. I offer dinner. She looks at him. Can we accept? You could tell that she wanted to accept. He didn't want to accept. So he has to fucking she has to get permission from him to accept anything from my wife and I. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. It's, yeah.
Just saying. Just wanted to put that
out. Yeah. Very enlightening.
Yep.
She has to be quick on her feet. And I have seen her be not so quick on her feet. And take some serious bites and shit before too. But, the bottom line is this. I think it's pretty laughable the tough guy crew around here, and the tough girl crew is what I like. Because I can tell you something right now, and I'm not bragging, guys. This woman isn't afraid of a thing. Okay, if you are
The tough girl crew. Who's on that crew?
I'm just saying, who the fuck
The
is that?
crochet gang?
When have I guess he's calling me and I don't know. Maybe he's calling the guys, girls, or who knows what he's talking about. But when the hell have you ever heard me act tough? When have I ever talked about meeting somebody at the dirt road? When somebody went after my children, I went to go talk to the guy. He rushed me, and what happened, happened. I'm not out here looking and picking fights like these guys are. Like, what the fuck is this guy's delusional, man? That's all they talk about is fighting every day. Fighting
and putting something in somebody's ass.
Yeah, well, that's that. I wouldn't call that a tough guy crew. I would call that a sexual crew. But it's bizarre, man. Like, this guy's totally delusional. Totally delusional.
I agree.
You are not afraid of a 25-foot python trying to grab you by the face and strangle you by the neck till you're dead, or a cobra that will hit you one time and take away everything you've got and everything you're ever gonna have.
I'm not scared of snakes, Harry.
She's not afraid of some of the super lips around here running their mouths. And I'm going to tell you,
she does have a something in common with Johnny Mac, right? They both wear a freaking bra, right?
Yeah, that's the only thing that Brenda and Johnny have in common at all. She wears a bra, so to say. Yes, I'll absolutely agree with that. But yeah, it's Johnny Mac came out when we come home with this big lie that we both walked with canes. And you know where he got that shit from, right there? Remember when you were coming down those stairs, and it was hard for you to see in that that stairway down to the north, you know, the one that really
all the way down the steps before you were halfway down the motherfuckers, and I was in between you, and you kept fucking like stumbling, and you're like, oh, this motherfucking size 15 shoes, hard to walk down the staircase, I'm so big. Yeah, that's what happened, motherfucker. You were stumbling because you had 3 inches of fucking insoles stuffed in those broke ass fucking $20 Walmart shoes. Let's keep it real, bro.
Oh my God.
He was the one that, like, he was. Well, first off, it was a narrow staircase. It was. This is an old fucking building from the late 1800s. But I mean, his feet ain't that big. Look at the fucking picture. You can see my feet and you can see his feet. He looks like
there's
size
not
12.
a huge difference. Yeah.
No, I wear a 10. He wears maybe a 12.
Like the lies, the unnecessary lies, man. That's what gets me. They're unnecessary.
He's used to living like this, to blowing himself up.
Oh, Christine, did you buy memberships? Thank you.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
not even looking. I can't see it from Restream. Let me go to my channel, to my live.
So he's been on. How long has he been on now? Because I've already heard at least half a dozen fucking
just
lies.
like 5 minutes.
The lies just flow consistently with this dude. It's ridiculous.
Thank you, Christine, for becoming a member. And thank you, Christine, for gifting 5 memberships. Lainey Lynn, Sherry K, #9, Adore, and Pisces Strong. Welcome to membership. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. But yeah, we've only been on for like 5 minutes and 39 seconds.
Dude just can't not lie.
Yeah. Yeah, he has to. He has to.
Otherwise,
anything to make you look worse and him look better.
Right. Otherwise, he's just not that interesting.
That's it. That's it. Hi, Big Hair. How are you? Listening in the bushes. This is insane. Question: is Stone Sailor his co-host now? It seems like he's always up there now.
He's waiting to polish his balls a little bit when he's told on command.
Yeah.
You see, he's right below. He's right below him, getting ready to polish that knob.
Yeah, he's always on there now. It's a little strange, I think.
Yeah, well, he's simping strong these days.
Oh, shit.
What I'm talking about? Well, when we were coming down that, I was holding your hand because it was dark. And
Wrong.
Johnny Mac, evidently, I guess he's.
Huh?
I said, wrong. He's lying. I'm just, go ahead. You can play it. I was just talking.
All right.
Sorry.
He must be making fun of that because it was hard for her to see because she has optic neuritis in one eyeball, and it's in dark places. It's hard for her to see. What optic neuritis is it's a arthritis behind the eyeball. It's an actual arthritis that comes and goes on the retina nerve. Yeah, and every once in a while she actually loses vision in one eye and goes completely blind because when it swells from like an arthritic swell, it is in behind her eyeball, and what that does is it puts pressure on the eyeball and stops the nerve from acting the way it's supposed to. So in dark places, she always kind of has, like, she has to have a flashlight if she goes.
Do what?
I bet a handful of singles that if she has any vision problems in one eye, it's because he went upside her head a few times. That's what I truly believe. But I'm not going to state that as fact because I ain't with that he's a woman beater crap. You know what I mean? And say, oh, I'm not going to say that. I think
because you don't know.
I don't know, but I strongly suspect that could be the case. By the way, she was like a scared little church mouse when they were in front of me. So
if she goes outside at night, her night vision is absolutely horrible. So he might be talking about that, but no, either one of us walk with canes. As a matter of fact, I guarantee you, Johnny, I can roundhouse kick right over the top of your head.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
No, I said absolutely. Nothing he says is believable.
No, I don't. Absolutely, everything he ever said, from his gem sales to all that.
Really?
Shit.
The truth isn't believable? Okay. Look, y'all, I'm not going to post my listings from my gemstone sales, but I already posted I already showed a whole bunch of stones. I put a video up.
Yeah.
Showing all kinds of stones, so that's fine. You don't want to, he's just a jealous motherfucker, man. I'm telling you, he was always commenting, what are you smoking on today? And he was always saying, damn, I wish I had me some of that. So basically, because I keep good weed and shit like that, like he wants to try to knock my hustle. I hustle my ass off to keep cannabis in stock in my house because I like to enjoy it. But I got to hustle gemstones, consistently to do that, man.
Right.
He doesn't know because I don't show my finances. It's nobody's fucking business.
Yeah, it's nobody's business.
Right. And if I was to show what the name of my business, these assholes would be going on there and buying stuff and putting negative feedbacks and shit on my account, trying to get my freaking account suspended. And I'm not going to allow them to do that. They can keep on hunting and hunting. They ain't come up with it yet. They ain't going to come up with it.
Yeah, I agree.
And it just, Johnny, you can cut us down all you want, brother. You know we're better than you. That's the end of that. Let's move on to the next one.
Oh yeah, real quick, Sophie, real quick.
Maureen Moe.
Sorry. Argo and Mike Slick were on a phone call with a friend of mine today, and they were kind of halfway confronted about some of the shit that goes on. And they think it's a joke. Like, Slick was making a joke. He's like, why are you buying these fucking bots? Because it's funny. It's a joke. We even do it for George. So he admitted that it's Slick that's buying the bots for them too, and he buys
no bots here,
and for SoFlo too. So these guys are so pathetic that they can't have lower numbers. They'd rather have a fake higher number than a real lower number. So that shows you how insecure they are right there.
Yeah, I agree. Because I could have 5 people in here. I'd be fine with that shit.
Truth is the
at least
truth.
Somebody's enjoying my content.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
Maureen Moe, I'll drop the link for you right now. Mike, go ahead and drop it. Would you like to come here and talk to my wife, Maureen? Would you like to answer a few questions that she's got about my father-in-law?
Yep.
Now, hun, I'm going to ask you something.
Yes.
We've been married for 30 years, and you've heard my father's story about the POW camp multiple times.
Yes,
You've heard it from him. You've heard it from my mom. You've heard it from my grandmother.
Wait a minute. I need to back up about 30 seconds.
Would you like to answer? Robin, would you like to come here and talk to my wife, Maureen? Would you like to answer a few questions that she's got about my father-in-law?
yep.
Okay. He says something about answering some questions about Muscle's father-in-law. Okay.
How would she know the answers to that?
I don't know. Let's keep going. Well, if it's Muscle's father-in-law, then it's Brenda's dad, right?
Right.
Okay. Let's keep listening.
Now, hun, I'm going to ask you something.
Yes.
We've been married for 30 years, and you've heard my father's story about the POW camp multiple times.
Yes.
You've heard.
Okay. So if it's Muscle's father-in-law, but then he starts talking about his father in the POW camp. Like, which is it? Is it your father or your father-in-law? Do you think it could be Brenda's dad all along that had these military stories and not
No.
Harry?
No, because he said his father over and over and over and over and over. He's
I
never
know,
said
I know.
father-in-law. So I don't believe any of it.
Yeah, it just caught my eye.
Yeah, it's just he doesn't realize that he shows his hand a lot of times. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his brain's mush. That's from all the fucking drinking, mush
Yeah.
brain, wet brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does that a lot. He shows his hand and like basically tells on himself without realizing it. So, all right, let's go. Let's see what else he's got to say.
You've heard it from him. You've heard it from my mom. You've heard it from my grandmother. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What was the time frame that you remember?
That I remember 19 months.
Right, just shy of 19 months. It was like 18 months, 3 weeks, and some days.
Yeah.
That's what we were told. I've been told that
That's
my
what
whole
we
life.
were told.
Now, if you found paperwork that says that's not true,
Okay, all right, whatever.
maybe there's.
You see how he's setting up his footwork
Yeah.
for that's what we were told. Yeah, that's what they told us the whole time. I said it was at 19 months. No, it wasn't that. See, he's saying he was
So if it's not true, it's not my fault because that's what I was told.
bingo.
Right?
Just like I didn't tell on everybody. Just my co-defendant.
Just the one other person that was involved, right?
That's it.
Maybe there's a mistake in the paperwork, but let me ask you something. How do you feel?
A mistake in the paperwork, right? What?
Right, just shy of 19 months. It was like 18 months, 3 weeks, and some days.
Okay,
That's what we were
paperwork's
told.
wrong.
I've been told that my whole life. Now, if you found paperwork that says that's not true, maybe there's a mistake in the paperwork. But
Oh, come on. Come on.
The U.S. government's wrong, but your bullshit story's right. The government made a mistake in the paperwork.
Yeah. Oh my God. I can't believe you said that just now, Harry. I'm trying to think people stupid and shit.
let me ask you something. How do you feel? Because, I mean, you and my dad were super tight. I mean, you were his daughter. When you heard that stuff going on, I even remember you throwing something in the house and saying, I'd like to get my hands on that bitch.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
let's not get, involved in all that. But how did that, go ahead. Turn loose. I know you're waiting up.
It's just my father-in-law was one of the most wonderful men on this planet. Okay, him and I were very close. We spent a lot of time together. I was, with him in his later years whenever he needed, he's someone to take care of him whenever.
She took care of my father when he was down. We never put my father in a nursing home. He never spent one day in a nursing home. Brenda has nursing knowledge, and we never put my father in a nursing home.
She has nursing knowledge. Is she a CNA? Is she an ass wiper? Is that what she is? Is that her nursing knowledge?
She's used to patching up her own face over and over again from being married to this prick. That's what it is.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That's what I think. That's what I think, Harry Weasel.
Now, just because she spent lots of time with him and he's a wonderful man, according to her, that does not mean that the government lied on that paperwork. Just saying.
That's come on, man.
Until
That's
the day he
Oh,
died.
shit,
3
sorry.
days in the hospital.
I hit the button on accident. But yeah, it's no.
That's absurd. That nobody believes that.
Some people do, but they're fools for believing that. He couldn't, let's see. He couldn't have gotten benefits with the wrong paperwork. They had to have it fixed before the family could get his benefits because they can't write out checks to the wrong name, wrong information. Right, Brandy? Yeah. The paperwork was right. You are just wrong. You're just wrong. You're just lying to everybody.
Well, also, I think that like on those DD 214s, don't you read over them and you verify that everything's
You had to
correct?
verify them, yeah,
Right,
as far as I can
You read
remember.
over
Yeah.
every line, every detail you look over, and you make sure because you get it corrected right then and there.
Why would you want wrong information on the paper? Why? Yeah. So yes, you're full of shit once again. That's fair. If she took care of the father, it's commendable. And being a caretaker is hard work. Yes, it is, Jen and Barrett. Yes, it is. I do agree.
Yeah, my boy Code, man.
Yeah. Yeah, Code takes care of his parents, his dad.
That this asshole makes fun of.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah. And there's not a whole lot of people that would put their life on hold and take care of their parents in their older years, you know. And I commend him for doing it.
I'm
not
amazed.
so sure I could do it.
I'm amazed that Brenda, she came on and she didn't even address the questions that I asked her. I asked her the other day, how do you feel about your husband making racial comments about my wife, the woman you sat down and spent time with? You know, I get no answer to that one.
No.
What about that? I think that's more important than some nonsense about a cane. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I agree, but they have more important topics to take care of.
I know.
According to them. I think straightening this stuff out with your wife is more important, but but who am I?
He doesn't give a shit about anybody's family but his own.
That's true.
Because he's always, like you said, you know, like the whole thing at the beginning, it's about his anniversary with the doxing, you know, like all of us have been doxed 1,000,000 times over. I've never heard of a dox anniversary. I've never heard of that. You know, like he truly thinks he's special. He does.
He does, yeah. I guess since I had a 2-year anniversary party for my channel, he had to have a 1-year dox anniversary for himself. Yeah. Because he's special.
So we took care of him. So, and Brenda took care of him because my mother was a Jehovah's Witness and would go out door knocking all day and really left the whole thing for Brenda to do. So it was her sole responsibility, and she took care of my dad as far as giving him lunch. He was disabled.
Did you hear that? His mother was a Jehovah's Witness.
That's the connection, right? That's his in.
That is his in.
Yep.
To the Jehovah's Witness, saying, "This is my mother," and his mother was probably higher up from how he talks. She was like so into it. She was probably in. And
he probably name dropped her name.
There you go.
In order to get the money for the computers and whatnot, whatever he ripped off. I guarantee it. He's known for this shit, being a con artist.
Yeah. So that is how he got in with the Jehovah's Witness, to be able to do what he did to them. He used his mother.
Way to go, Harry.
So he had to have care every day. 15 years of our marriage, she took care of him. Go ahead, baby.
And don't regret a day of it. Me and my father-in-law were extremely close. We used to do a lot together. I would go out and he would take me out and he taught me how to shoot and, just everything. And I was with him full-time every day.
And when his service was minimalized, no matter whether I had the right dates or not, I think it's inconsequential to the fact that my father was tortured.
Yeah,
Okay.
what does it make?
And when Johnny Mac, here's another thing. You knew my
Wait, what?
Huh?
Let's listen to that again.
Full time every day.
and when his service was minimalized, no matter whether I had the right dates or not, I think it's inconsequential to the fact that my father was tortured.
Yeah,
Okay.
what does it make?
And when Johnny Mac, here's another.
It makes a big difference, ma'am. It makes a big difference because your husband sat here for how long when he was here last time and lied about all of these things about the military.
Yeah. He took a
So
bullet.
now the dates aren't important, but it is.
Truth
It
is very important. The truth is extremely important here because he don't know what the fuck the truth is. We know that he's stolen valor. That's the truth.
Yeah,
We know that he claims that he deserves to still be considered a veteran because his daddy had a nightmare and he lived in the same house.
Yeah.
So somehow that trauma of listening to his father wake up at night under the same roof, that makes him a veteran somehow. And his warped thinking. But
yeah. And an actual veteran is on panel and he's just going right along with it.
oh, he ain't saying, I know, isn't that amazing? He ain't saying shit.
Not a word. Not a word.
Another thing, you knew my father and you took care of him for 15 years. Did you feel like, when I said that I felt like my whole family served, we went through his pain with him because we loved him.
Yes, absolutely.
And I felt as it was a hell of a thing to have to witness because he did have problems, folks. He was tortured. You don't just get over that.
No, he didn't. And no, and for somebody
So wait,
to
hold
try
on,
and
wait.
minimize.
Is he honestly trying to claim that his father was tortured so very badly that the torture spilled over onto him?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here. That this guy's truly sickening. This is sickening.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Brandy says there is military memorials for every military person who dies. Your name goes on a plaque. It's not that hard to find out that information. He is so full of shit.
Yep.
So Brandy, I'm sure that the name goes on there and then a date goes right beside that from the years that they served or when they passed or something along those lines.
Tracy, he cannot stop lying. He can't because he has to lie to cover up a lie, to cover up another lie. And his whole facade, his whole being, his existence, it's all lies.
Lie.
All bullshit.
One great big lie. Yeah, exactly, Martin's mommy. And again, the people up in that panel in chat listening and not saying one word because they're afraid of him. And that's what I don't get. Why are any of you guys afraid or intimidated by this man?
I'm gonna tell you,
he's nothing to be scared of. He's nothing to be afraid of.
He's a cyberbully, and he'll go after your freaking family. And these people know it. They know that he will take this shit to extremes and that he's a pathological liar. Not only will he take it to his extremes, he'll fabricate, just tell lies on you. Flat out fucking lies. And they're nasty lies. And they know that they have to deal with this prick. So a lot of these people are just scared to walk away from him. As with SoFlo too, because they know if they have their information, there's going to be hell to pay. Look what happened to Code.
Yeah.
They call him a thief, a chomo, all kinds of shit.
All because Code didn't want to be in the bullshit anymore.
That's it. We can't use you anymore, so we're going to sabotage you. We're going to destroy you now.
Yeah.
Because they don't.
Of you.
Well, what they want to do if they can't use you anymore, they have to ruin your credibility because they want to make sure that you can't come back and hurt them by turning it on them. So let's destroy your credibility. That way, if you do try to turn it back onto them, they can say, he's a liar.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a whole bunch of morons chanting the same bullshit behind them, that are all hate bonding. It's infuriating. it's but the bottom line is you can't do nothing about it. You can't. That it's gonna exist, but it surely is sickening with this fucking guy. It's the stolen valor is what really makes it sick to me. That this he's still demanding respect. Right now, we're listening to him demand respect, and we don't hear any type of remorse or accountability for the fucking stolen valor he's already done.
No. And I was, whenever I was listening to this earlier and editing this, I was like, this man literally lied to everyone about his military status and what he went through, and the Purple Hearts and the medals and the honors and all of the things that he got while in said military.
Yep.
He comes back and says that, you know, apologizes, says that it was all a lie, but is not the least bit remorseful for any of this shit that he said and done. He comes back, he apologizes, and he, like you said, again, demands respect. Respect is earned. And you have not done anything to earn said respect from anybody.
Nope.
From anybody.
You
are the last person to get respect. Or to deserve respect. Go ahead.
No, he don't show no respect.
No.
But he won't.
No. So why should you demand it if you're not going to give it? It makes no sense to me. Can't wait till these people start catching RICO charges, right, Martin's mommy? It's insane to me. Hi, Wicked. Yeah, she's like a puppy dog. She does what she's told and don't on command, I guess she means. Insane, man.
I can tell it's leaving you speechless.
Especially someone who says she volunteers at the VFW. For you to minimize 19 days, 19 months, 19 minutes. Maureen, try going 19 days without going on the internet. Let's see if you can make that, whether it was 19 days. It's so despicable that someone that volunteers at the VFW would make a disparaging remark about a combat wounded POW hero like her.
Wow.
She's talking about you, bro. She's talking about you. She's not. Maureen would not say anything nasty about any veteran. She's calling you out for your lies. No more, no less.
Yeah.
Don't try to make her out to be a villain.
No, she's not. She's anything but a freaking villain. You know? Sorry, I'm pouring some dry cereal.
She actually was instrumental in the exposure of Harry. You know, somehow the paperwork found its way to my inbox, and that's what I showed. The detective notes where he's talking with the detective and he's blaming his co-defendant and all that. That stuff, you know, this is stuff that she was able to uncover to prove this guy, not only is he a liar, he's also a rat scumbag, and everything he said has been a lie. Everything. Not 1 second of service for our country. Not one. But he wants respect like he's a freaking a decorated war hero. You can't make this shit up, man. Like that's low. And think about how much is he lacking in his personal life, in his own security, that he has to come on here and claim that I took a bullet for this country. Respect me. You know, like, who would go to that length to make up a bullshit lie like that? You got to be one pathetic motherfucker to compromise, knowing what's wrong and what's right, to go that low, to float that lie. Bro, you're a loser. Straight up loser.
Yep.
Like Harry's father. Very disappointing, Maureen.
Maureen Moe is nothing but a loudmouth, cigarette breath, old drunk, you can tell. Okay? Very lonely, sits around the house all day running her mouth. And she gets propped up by Angel Gotti over there like she's the second coming.
They're friends.
We're going to get to you in a minute.
Yeah, she was sitting over there the other day laughing whenever they were going on, her and Shug, over there whenever they were going on about the Kane story and everything. Well, I can tell you one thing, Maureen. Anytime you want to do such, you can come right on down. I mean, our address is easy to find. My husband says it online all the time. So grab the address sometime and you can come and visit and see if I walk with a cane.
I'd
Oh,
love to
are
see
you really
that.
going to do that? Is she really going to start this tough girl shit? She's going to meet
Yep.
people at the end of the fucking dirt road? Please.
Yep.
Stop the
That's
nonsense.
exactly what she's doing. Yep.
Good, good. So both people at that household where there's a minor child in the morning are inciting violence to that residence. Okay. You better be careful playing that game, Harry and Brenda, because there's a lot of fucking CPS calling motherfuckers in these communities.
Yeah.
And that's not a threat. No, I'm not
I
going to
would
do
never
that.
do it to anybody.
No.
No. Uh-uh.
But I'm just saying that
People do
shit
do
happens.
that.
Yep. And what you're doing is a valid reason for people to call. Dummy. Dummy.
Yeah, and bring your husband along.
Yep.
My husband don't walk with a cane either.
They got a lot to say, and they got a lot to say about people they don't even know. But it's funny.
So do you.
They prop up people that are fucking murderers. They think that's cool. That's what the crowd around here thinks is cool, murderers. Well, I got something to say. Let me ask you something, hon.
Who's a murderer?
When this whole thing started,
John Gotti, they're getting ready.
Yeah,
and you wanted to
Oh,
come back to
okay.
revenge your grandson and make sure that everyone knew.
Oh, okay. Somebody that's not even anywhere.
He's not even alive anymore.
Right. Yeah. Oh my God.
And hasn't been for decades.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, big hair, low class people.
This is a brand
Low
name they're
class.
going after now, Sophie. This is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's about views, subs.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't matter whose family they trample on. They're scumbags.
That MRE was a scumbag and a Nazi, and he was the one that did it.
Yep.
You came back as Cindy Muscle.
I talked to him and tried to get him to come back, and at that point he said, he said it just wasn't time. He wasn't ready to come back. And I said, fine. I said, then give me the okay to go out there and start a channel and start dropping the old videos and such. And I said, and then you can come back, I said, and get revenge for our grandson.
Revenge?
Now.
What revenge? What revenge? What you're doing is you're going to open fucking cans of worms onto your family you don't want. Are you guys fucking dense? Really? The best thing he could have done was stay the fuck gone. Both of them.
Yep. Both of them.
There's no revenge on YouTube because you can't reach through the screen. What are you going to do? You can't put hands on nobody. You're too much of a pussy to go meet anybody. So what's going to happen? What revenge are you going to get? You're going to do a video? There's no end to that. So you see what I see? It's ridiculous. Dummies, a couple of dummies over there. And
I'm gonna tell the story.
she's a yes person. Ain't that right, hon? Ain't that right? Ain't that
Oh,
right?
for sure. For sure.
That's all.
For sure. He loved Gotti when he was cool with Angel, and now he's a murderer. What a fake everything that comes out of his mouth. Oh, yeah. It's either fake or a lie. You're right, Bears and Cigars.
Ooh, I wonder if I have that message. I don't know.
What?
Did he message me that or did he tell me it?
What?
There was one. It was a Saturday. He had a phone call with Angel Gotti, and he was real happy because it went so well. Because at one point in time, he considered himself one of her pit bull. I was Angel Gotti's pit bull, and they have, I guess, had
my
parted
God.
ways. But they had a conversation, and he was really stoked that it went so well that he was like finding his way back into the Gotti camp. But I guess the doors swung shut on him, and now he's he's going to go the other way. She's going to get bashed. Since he can't get in, he's going to use her for content the other way. Attacking her. Fucking
Oh my
scumbag.
God.
But that's what he's doing. You want to know why? FBS is doing it. So is SoFlo.
Well, there you go.
They're all going after her. So what happens? The cyberbully buddies join in. And Stone Sailor will do the same thing. He'll get on there and start screaming all angry and shit, acting like it's his own personal business. We've seen it before.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ghostface. So is this what he's feeding her? That they're attacking, that their grandson is being attacked? Yes, by the Dox a year ago. Yes. Hi, Black Swan.
So he doxes 1 million people.
Uh-huh.
And then he gets doxed. And even though it's just him getting doxed, he takes that as an attack on his grandchild.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. No docs or address or names or anything was dropped about the grandson and his parents and where they live and who they are. No. Just Muscle and his wife.
And I have all that, and I would never put that out. Never. They're not on YouTube. They're not a part of this.
Yeah, there's no need in it. None.
That will do nothing to solve this problem. Nothing.
Right.
Story of how it really went down. And as I tell the story, I'm going to give you proof. And I'm going to back that up.
For the first time.
When I first came to MobTube, YouTube, MobTube, whatever you guys want to call it, I met Angel and I met MRE through Angel's chat room. Now, in that time, I'll be honest with you, at first I didn't like MRE. And your first judgment is usually your best one. But one night, it was Gunnar Lindblom, and I called him a roid head.
Yeah, JJ.
And I got booted.
Right. JJ, you're right. She says, I knew it. He told her that it's for the good of their sweet grandbaby. It's fucking gross. Yeah. Yeah. Got her all hyped up because of that little baby. Saying that everybody's coming after that sweet grandbaby because Muscle got doxxed. And it's sick.
Because his family
information is public. It can be found in 3 minutes. You also can find out that he doesn't own the house. It's in her family's name first, and it's listed in her maiden name, and he owns nothing.
Would you look at that?
Yeah.
What do you know?
What do you know? What do you know? What do you know?
Harry the Big Zero.
Not the hero.
Out of his chat room. And MRE, basically, I asked him, why did I get booted? I was just talking shit to Gunnar. I wasn't, just trolling a little bit. I wasn't being, vulgar or anything like that. Well, he popped off on his show and said, I don't know why you got banned. You must have been saying something sexual.
He wasn't talking to Gunnar either. Gunner's not in these chats. He's never in these chats.
Yeah.
Never was. Gunner's a writer. He don't get caught up in this bullshit. So he's using Gunner's name for clout here. That's all. Gunner's not involved in that. It may have been a sock account that said Gunner, but it wasn't the real Gunner. That I know. Sorry, I just wanted to add that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm the only one that knows how to look up information. I know.
Well, not only did he try and pin me out to be a pervert, and I got banned for no reason, so I was like, what the fuck did you say? And I made a video going fucking off. Okay, going off on him, telling him, you little fucking creep, don't call me a pervert, blah, blah, blah. I went in on him. He knew he was in trouble. I was going to
called him that.
Troll.
Pizza called him Chicago Chomo forever. He was Chicago Muscle forever. And Pizza started calling him Chicago Chomo forever. Not MRE. It was Pizza. And what happened was, Harry started running his mouth in the chat, blocking everybody. And they started to argue. And Pizza took his wrench. Then he started running his mouth to Pizza, and we know how Pizza is. He'll throw out the worst things ever that you can come up with. So he started calling him a chomo. That's how that started. This dude's a fucking liar, man. He's rewriting the narrative. This is not true. This is totally not true.
But just like Burn the Mics chat, nobody will call him out that it's wrong, that he's putting out false information. And people like me and most of my chat, maybe the majority of people in the bushes listening and on the replay, we don't know any different than what he's saying. That's why I wanted you up here, because I don't know any different.
Yeah, that's totally not even remotely close to what happened. Not even close. Why is he always trying to hang everything on MRE? It's not. It's not, because he's the one they're going after now. So let's rewrite history and let Pizza off the hook and put it all on MRE. You can't do that. Sorry. And that was the big deal. And that's the reason why Harry started going after Pizza so very badly that he put him in a fucking tent. He lost all his donors because he started doxing the donors' names. The one guy, a pharmacist, lost his fucking job because of Harry doxing him. So he puts Pizza in the tent. Lo and behold, guess who else he finds in Pizza's chat? Johnny Mac. And that's how our fucking war started. Had nothing to do with MRE. Not a fucking thing to do with MRE. He's so full of shit.
He made a pharmacist lose his job?
Yes. Yes, he did.
What in the hell, man?
Because Pizza was calling him a chomo, and Pizza was arguing with Josie, and people were amping him up, and he was going on, and he was dropping freaking racial slurs and saying really grotesque things like we know Pizza will do, right? So what they did was they took clips and they sent it to whoever's above the guy, his boss. He was a pharmacist. Whoever they found a way to go to get to his boss, sent him clips of Pizza, and he said, here he is in the chat supporting this guy and this, and then he got fired because of it. And then he disappeared. We never seen him again. He came into the chat like a year later, said hello, and then he disappeared. But yes, people have lost their jobs over this. That he don't care. He don't give a shit. You're supporting somebody he don't like, it don't matter.
Yeah.
You're on the chopping block.
Yeah. John O'Reilly says Jennifer Crumbly, the mother of Michigan school shooter, was just found guilty of criminal charges based on parental neglect and responsibility for actions of her son, Ethan. So Ethan was the school shooter. Wow. Which, I mean, I don't know the story, but it would be horrible to be found guilty for something that your child did,
Well, it depends. It depends. Like, if you have a history of letting your kid run amok and not putting them in school and letting them run wild and this and that, at some point, if the kid's young enough, you gotta put some type of, it is the parent's responsibility to a point, But I can see that too. Like, some kids are just unruly kids, and even good parents, some kids have behavioral problems. And it's just genetics or some type of neurological thing. And if that's the case, then that would be harsh. So I would have to know more about that case. But
me too.
That's definitely extreme.
It is. Black Swan, if you're talking about somebody getting the pharmacist fired, that would be Harry Weasel here. Well, there you go. That's why. She provided a gun to her son who had a mental illness. She deserved to be convicted. Well, there you go.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Like I said, I don't know anything about the case, but she, Sly was in here in the beginning. She left the first comment in here. She must have fell asleep or something. Insane. Imagine working all them years to get a degree only to lose your career for some bum living off the government in a trailer who scams people his whole life, right? Yep.
Yeah, I was a little shocked at that one. I thought that would have been like, oh wow, I caused that to happen. Maybe I ought to just reevaluate what I'm doing. But he don't give a shit.
No, he don't care. He don't care.
Troll the shit out of him from the very beginning. And Angel got a hold of me and said, the guy's a really good guy, come on. And he went on Angel's show and said he was sorry. And he was mistaken. And I was like, all right, cool. And from that point forward, we started kind of hanging around and talking. And I built a friendship with him. And it wasn't long after that he was doxxed. We had built this friendship, and I liked the guy. And we talked on the phone before and things of that nature. And I really thought something of him. I thought he was a good kid. And he got doxxed. And when he got doxxed, all of that Nazi stuff came out. And I was like, whoa, what is this? Not good. We better, look into this a little. I looked at Brenda and I said, this isn't good. I said, is he a Nazi? Well,
And he still rocked with him for like another fucking year. Another year almost, he still rocked with that dude. He didn't find that out and say, ooh, look at this. I can't fuck with him. That's not what happened. They were chilling and thick as thieves for like another freaking 9 months to a year.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have a video that Dirty Cooch was going over the first stream that Muscle was on the defendants panel, and he talks about his friend MRE. And that was what, October of 22?
Yeah, see.
So that goes to show you that he was his friend way after he found this shit out. So
I'll tell you what happened again, historically. He got doxxed. And Harry stayed by his side and fought for him for almost another year. And then when I went into the women's community and Harry followed me, that was one of the big points that I was going after him about. Is like, look at his Nazi friend. And that was before I really dug into MRE's background. He is very much into history. As far does he have a past with some stuff, some dark stuff? I don't know, maybe. I don't, but that's not my business. I don't care. He's not pushing it on here. Harry is.
right.
MRE's not putting up racist propaganda on YouTube.
No.
This asshole's putting up Klan pictures and shit. So who's worse?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for the $9.99, JJ. She says, wait a minute. So Harry Weasel got a professional fired, yet SoFlo is mad at anyone and everyone for Maria losing her job? Are you kidding me? Of course you're not. Harry is also a snitch, but SoFlo ignores that too. Yes, ma'am. Make this shit make sense.
Oh, Maria's a chronic cop caller.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, what about that? You'd think that would be an issue for him too, but nah.
Yeah, they call the Hive cop callers, but it's really the Crochet Gang that's the cop callers. So there you go.
I've never seen anything like it, man. Like that, they call the cops
No.
and lie to them. It's one thing if somebody comes to your home and invades your personal space, like somebody coming to your area, flying up your area. You should call the cops, but calling up the police and lying to them as an extension to your bullying, and to use them as a further tactic of, okay, well, the police will go to your door and knock on your door and fuck with you then. That's truly wrong. That's wrong. The police they should be used properly. They misuse it and they don't get any accountability for that. If they start handing out cases for putting in false reports, man, that should have stopped tomorrow.
Oh yeah. And I don't know why that hasn't happened yet.
It's getting there. Like Jules said, that the laws are changing. Like it surprised her. And Lisa Ann said that Texas, couple other states, They are
Yeah.
updating the cyberbully laws and stuff like that. So it is going to catch up, and then people are going to act like, oh, I can't believe it. I'm getting in trouble for that.
Surprised.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you know who that's going to be. You know who those people are.
Yes. Yes, I do. You lose your position in your own, take responsibility and learn from it. Shifting blame will never make you better inside. I agree. I agree.
We had talked, she was getting him a breakfast burrito or some bullshit. And I said, Nick, I said, what's going on, bro? I said, they doxed you. I said, but what's with the, I said, I'm sorry that happened, but what's with this Nazi shit? And he gave me the song and dance, you know, that he gives everybody else. And he said that he used to collect flags, and he would sell these flags to the different people at all these rallies and stuff. And the Aryan Nation guys and the, you know, the KKK guys and all that, you know, and the Nazi guys and all that would buy these memorabilia flags. And I'm like, okay. And then he said, and I hate liberals. He says, so I used to go out and troll liberals on Facebook, and there's a whole bunch of you know, pages that I don't have the passwords to.
He
on,
can't
on
even
Facebook.
think the lie to tell right now.
Exactly. You got it. I was saying the same thing. Get your fucking lies together, Harry. Come on.
Hey, Maureen Mo, how are you?
There she is. Hey, Maureen.
Skittles, take the SEAL team shirt off. It's stolen valor. Yes.
Freaking
Yes.
Walmart, man, promoting stolen valor, selling them damn t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't, you know, I can't access, and it looks like I'm a Nazi because I was just trolling liberals pretending to be a Nazi. And I was like, okay. So he answered that one, and I was like, what about the tattoo? And he's like, oh, dude, I'm just a history buff. My cousin owns a shop, blah blah blah. You know, he gave me the runaround, and about the whole fucking thing, and basically, you know, lied to me all the way through it. Now,
Did he?
with that said, I believed him. I didn't question him. You know, I was like, nah, there's no way. This kid's not a Nazi. I can understand the whole. He was known as a troll, and he was telling me, you know, I troll pedophiles, I troll this, I troll. I was like, all right, dude, I get it. Yeah, you were trolling and trying to make people think you're a Nazi. That's pretty funny, actually. I mean, just to aggravate liberals, you went to that extent, made accounts and everything. I was kind of laughing about it. You know, I thought it was funny. I was like, you know, okay, I get it. And basically, people started going in on him. FBS was putting it out there. Casper Rosa was saying a few things, I believe, at that time. So it was starting to circulate, and then more research was being done. Well, a little bit of time had passed, a few months, several months actually, I think about 6 months, and someone said, I don't see how you can support that Nazi. Your father was a POW and blah, blah, blah. And I said, I don't have any proof that he's an actual Nazi.
That was
Your
me.
father was a POW. Was it you? Or
A
did
few
you
months
say,
back.
oh, your father was a POW. How can you support this? Or did you say, man, you've got a Purple Heart. How can you support this?
Well, that was me a few months later. I did show after show after show about him being a Nazi sympathizer.
Mhm.
And it started hurting his subs because people, they don't like that shit. Who does, right? So that's when he decided, when he made the move and he kind of teamed up with Maria, he didn't really need MRE and that group of people anymore because he had Maria's group of people. That's when he kicked them to the curb. Then.
Oh, okay. Because I have that first show that he did, he was talking about how, you know, they're friends and blah, 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 blah.
See?
I remember that part. Yeah.
See, it's.
I might play that one day, so you guys can hear how he really felt about MRE just a little over a year ago.
He's been doxxed for like 2 years now. I mean, he's been out for a while now. You know, it's this dude. I don't really understand it, to be honest, why he's going in so hard on MRE as being the one who doxed him.
I don't know. I mean, I honestly, as many people that showed that video and talked about that shit the same day, it's hard for me to pinpoint who did it first.
I mean, it was given to NB too.
Yeah,
Both
it was
of them
given
at the
to,
same time.
yeah.
Why isn't he saying one word about NB? I mean, she spread it around too.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because they probably.
Maureen, I need to know, are you shivering in your boots over Harry Weasel's wife wanting to get her hands on you? Oh my God. Funny. Yeah, it's funny, Shade. I love that I love that Maureen has tuna can and Cindy so triggered. Yeah, it's funny. No, it wasn't you, Brandy. It wasn't you. We know it wasn't you.
Nazi, and they sent me the Brown University video. Well, I was pretty pissed off about it. I don't like being fucking lied to and made a fool out of, like he did to everybody else with his lies. And I basically told a couple people. I don't know which one went.
Huh?
He's talking about this guy making a fool out of people with the lies, says the liar.
Yeah.
Back to Angel, don't give a shit. I know who I told. And it got back to Angel that I honestly thought he was a Nazi. And I was calling a meeting with him through his friend, and he would never meet me in StreamYard. And 3 weeks went by. And Angel had questioned me on Facebook once, and she says, do you have a problem with MRE? And I said, who told you that? She would.
See, here's my thing. I can't take the man seriously because he won't turn on his fucking camera. Something as simple as turning on your camera.
Right?
Something as simple as turning on your camera, he can't do. So that tells me right there he's nothing to be afraid or intimidated by. Bears and Cigars says, MRE, don't dox. I've been his supporter since day one, and he's not doxed anyone. The one reason I've stayed loyal to him is because he don't dox or go after families, even the ones who do to him. Hi, Lisa Ann. I don't know, MRE. Josie, a long time ago, Josie had sent me a link to one of MRE's videos that he did on Tuna Can Harry, and I watched that. Other than that, I don't know anything about him.
He does a good job on him too, I have to say.
Oh yeah, he does. It was quite hilarious. Yeah. And I don't know why I never watched anything else of his. I just haven't. But yeah, he does a good job going at old Harry Weasel. Good job. How are you doing, Lisa Ann? Hi, Betty Boo. I didn't see you come in. How are you?
Lisa Ann.
Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna go put my laundry in the dryer. Let this play for a second.
She wouldn't tell me who told her. So I said, no. I said, who said that? She said, I can't say. I said, no, I don't have a problem. I lied to her. I didn't want to drop it until I talked to him first. And somebody ran back to her. Now, if you want to know what the real fight was about between me and her, it wasn't because Soflo was after her doing things and she was scared and the kids and all that bullshit. She knew that I knew about the Brown University tape. Or at least, I don't know about the tape, but I can speak for sure that she knew that I thought he was a Nazi. How long did I wait to try and talk to MRE and treat him as a brother and say, bro, you lied to me. I got to figure this out. What the hell can I tell people now that I can't lie about this? I said, this is bullshit, dude. I said, you lied to me. I was hoping he would come and say, I'm sorry, bro. I'm ashamed. That's what I used to do. I just wanted to be honest about it. I want to be upfront. Let's go ahead and tell everybody I lied to you. That's what I wanted. I wanted to go on a live, do a live with him and say, look, I found this. Because I knew it was eventually all going to start circulating and coming out. And I was like, I'm going to look like a freaking idiot, so I want to talk to him. He wouldn't even talk to me.
Talk, dummy.
Well, me and Angel were arguing back and forth at the time. And we were going pretty heavy. I know you guys probably remember that. And a lot of people felt that Angel had turned her back on me. Well, you were correct. She absolutely did. Because when she found out that I was pissed off at MRE and she started going after me, I told her flat out. I made a video and I said something big's coming. And it's going to drop soon.
Big's coming, man.
Well, they knew exactly what was coming and what I was going to drop.
Something big. Oh, I got to get my nails cut. Oh,
he was attacking her really nasty and heavy, not the other way around, man. She was embarrassed because what was happening was he was going into Angel's chat and bullying the fucking chat like he does everywhere else. Block this one, block that one, send that one to hell, and trying to be
5 times. Yeah.
And people get tired of that shit. They do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Black Swan, who is the she he is talking about? Angel Gotti, I believe.
Yes.
Who he was talking about right there. Yeah. So is his wife 5 minutes over? Was the real point of her coming on to blame her for the Cindy account?
Yes, Ghost. Yes. And to validate all of his bullshit lies.
Yeah.
That's all. That's, in a court of law, that wouldn't work. Like that's, of course, a spouse is going to back up everything you say. That's, I don't know. He thinks that's going to give him some type of credibility by having her on there. All it does is put a fucking target on her back. Why would he want to do that? Mr. Master Tactician. He's an idiot.
Yeah. Bears and Cigar says Angel took his wrench because he was going after SoFlo, and in turn, SoFlo was going after her.
Right.
He was blocking everybody he didn't like.
Yes, he was being a freaking bully and starting shit. And Angel was trying to not be involved in the constant bullshit. It's not like we can escape it on here, but we do the best we can and try to keep it out of our chats at least, right? And he was running them off constantly, and people they get tired of it. He did it in my chat too. He wanted everybody he didn't like blocked. Whether or not they, and a couple of them were people that gave me money. Block this. I'm like, no.
No, man.
No.
Yes, JJ. Gosh, JJ says, ha 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 ha. That's what Soph thinks if you're something big is coming out. Soph needs to get her nails done. If there ever a time this emoji should be used. He's a fucking clown, man. I don't care. But yeah, it's been like a month. I was supposed to went last week and I didn't. So it's been like a month since I've gotten my nails done. And they're getting so long, they're hanging on everything. And I just bent my pinky nail back and it hurt. My finger is like throbbing right now. It hurts. So yes, I could give two shits about his something big coming out. I don't need to get my nails done.
It wasn't very long and I was doxxed.
We're about halfway through this.
But before that, people were going to bat for me and saying, I like you, you're cool, Angel. I don't want to fight, Well, this was a conversation between Angel Gotti and Nitro Owens. Remember her? And this was simply because I was going to go after MRE that this shit started. Can you read that, Mike? The top one is Nitro. This is a Twitter.
That's from Twitter?
Yeah, Twitter.
I understand completely. No hard feelings here. Angel, I adore you. And just hate this shit. That's why I'm not even around that much. Much love to you and your family. I hope y'all have a great New Year bash. And she says, I'm not listening to you either, but I'm going to tell you this. You tell that Chicago muscle he goes after me one more time. Him and his wife's picture will be my new thumbnail on my next show. Now, I'm not playing with that fucking whatever.
Yeah, it was colorful from there. That lovely lady language she liked to accuse my wife of having a foul mouth for. But basically, what does that look like to you guys? How many people were looking for me at the time? I'll ask Mike and I'll ask Stone.
Oh my gosh, a lot. And nobody had your real picture, so that would have been probably the first.
They didn't know they had my real picture.
Yeah, kiss
Well,
my
yeah.
ass.
That would have been a dox of my picture.
How about you?
Everybody knew that was you in that picture holding up the concert tickets. Everybody knew that was you.
Tell me
knew
that
it was
this
you.
isn't disgusting. He runs his mouth and then he's like, how about you two motherfuckers? What do you think? I'm right, ain't I? And then they kiss his ass. It's so
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like Beavis and Butthead, man.
One polishes one ball, the other one polishes the other ball, and they take turns bobbing the knob, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
These who needs a couple of simps up there every fucking time like that, man? A couple of guys just sit there silently until you need validation. Who the fuck operates like that? It's bizarre.
Oh, I know. Like I'm perfectly fine being up here all by my lonesome doing this. I mean, it's easier with stuff like this because you know the history. and I don't, but I don't have to have somebody up here with me.
No.
And I definitely don't need anybody up here validating everything I say and everything I've done. It's ridiculousness. I agree, Bears and Cigars. The best troll ever was Deadly, pretending to be Michael Francisi's daughter and talking to Harry. He thought he was connected and making it big time.
Oh my God. I'm the spokesperson for the Franzese family. And he truly thought that he was talking to a Franzese family member. He did. So he was like in with the Gaudis and like connecting with the Franzese group.
Oh, he thought he was big time,
He's
didn't
all
he?
mobbed up. All mobbed up, man. He was going somewhere in life.
Sweaty, I think that Jade's YouTube channel is Jade_Travis, possibly. I think that's what it is. Try that. If not, let me know, and then I'll find it for you if that's not it. Bears, absolutely. She interacts well with most, has a kind heart that naturally allows her to react to others pretty decently. Okay. Yeah, I'm up here more, by myself than I am with somebody up here with me. It's just, it's not necessary for me to go on.
He's never been on alone. Never. Not one time. Because he doesn't go on. How come he can't go on the Cindy channel? You don't need StreamYard. And besides,
No.
StreamYard's free. You can go
Yeah.
you can free StreamYard. Well, why is it that he won't do it? Because he's afraid. He gets on the StreamYard. He sets down his cheap phone and he doesn't touch it. If he was to be running the live, there's a chance that there could be a camera slip.
Oh, yeah.
Because it happens to the best of them, right? Happens to Maria and Ann Snortogram, and we get some hideous pictures. And that could happen to him. That's why he don't do it.
Yeah.
He's scared.
I was just sent something from Harry Weasel from December 21st, 2022.
Oh, jeez.
PlayStation Ogre Battle. Good versus evil.
Look at that. Hey, self-awareness is a great thing, isn't it?
It's everything. Yeah. It's everything.
Put a beard on that motherfucker. That's what he looks like, too. He's got a mouth like that. He does. He's got some snaggles.
Yes, Sweaty. That's how you spell it. I'm sorry. Yeah, Angela Jade's got a channel. She's got some good stuff over there. But yeah, it's back when he was fighting with the defendant. Funny. Okay, let's go back to this.
Picture at the very least of me and my wife.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And it kept going.
That's right, Jackie's got a good point. He says, the way she texts people privately says a lot. She told Casperosa she's the one with the audience.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up that thing that we talked about the amount of subs versus other people. You're going to bring that up soon, or?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. We got more pressing things. I could give a shit less about how many subs people have.
Well, it's show, yeah.
Right. Yeah, well, there's people around here who are actual rats.
You don't care how many subs people have, but you buy at least 200 bots for your own show.
Slick
so make that make sense.
He thinks it's funny. He thinks it's a joke. He thinks it's comical. To me, it just shows insecurity, but it is. I mean, he at least admitted it to somebody, on behind the scenes that he buys them. I mean, we already knew anyway.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, it just the math just don't math.
Nope.
Rats that got thousands of times more subs. Maybe if she was loyal to people, this wouldn't happen. But there's too much controversy now, and I'm not sitting and listening to the fucking lies. And now that I'm hearing her propping that Nazi up again, all done. How do you feel about that, Brenda?
Oh, exactly. It's ridiculous. Okay, and I'll say that I don't go for people going after her little 3-month-old granddaughter. That's ridiculous. But then on the other hand, Angel, okay, the minute you dropped our information to MRE, you knew exactly where it was going to go. And you want to prop yourself up, oh, I didn't dox. Yeah, actually you did, to him. And then within a day after that, we ended up doxed. And, like I said with your granddaughter, I don't feel people, she talked bad about it. She's an innocent baby. But so was our grandson. He was an innocent 6-month-old baby that...
But nothing happened and nothing...
But everybody else's family, they're just what? Collateral damage? Nothing.
Yeah.
They're just
yeah.
irrelevance.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. They're irrelevant.
Child services got called in here on. So it's just it's ridiculous. She has.
Well, I don't know who called child services. I don't know who did that. But I mean, if everything was, okay at home, then it shouldn't have mattered anyway, right?
And
right?
I don't know that they did show up. Who knows? That's another thing he claims happened.
Yeah.
We don't have any proof that it happened.
Right, exactly. We just have to take his word on it.
Yeah. No, sorry.
Yeah. I don't work that way. I needs to see proof.
He's ridiculous.
Does he look like he's not well taken care of? And then we do drugs in front of him and drink in front of him?
That's a load of bullshit.
It is a load of bullshit. And I'm gonna prove to you how that dox really got out there tonight with receipts. But let's go.
No, I did not mean Angela Jade. I meant Jade Travis. My brain's melty from listening to this shit. Not Angela Jade. I meant Jade Travis.
I want to see these receipts he's talking about.
I do too. I do too. Yeah. He'll show receipts on other things. Why not that?
Let's go. So here's the next thing I received. Everybody turn your volume up. This might be a little low, but this is what I got the night before I got doxxed on the MRE show. And I'll prove to you how I got doxxed on the MRE show.
So they gave you a dose of your own medicine.
Yeah, pretty much.
Play games with me.
Pretty much.
So what?
He don't like it. It don't feel so good being on the other side of it. Right?
What happened to him is what's happened to me a million fucking times.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, now he knows how it feels. So
Pussy boy.
there's that.
Handle. I can't believe he's this much of a sissy.
Oh, for sure. Okay, Shade. Thank you. Go to my... Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Let me find Shade's comment. Okay, thank you. Pin it. All right, I pinned the name of Jade Travis's channel if anybody wants to check it out.
Did you hear that?
Play games with me. You'll regret it.
That's a threat.
Oh, please.
That's a threat.
That's a threat. That is a threat. Seriously?
That's all
Are
he
you
does.
that much of a pussy?
That's all he does is threaten people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's one sissy, big sissy. He's probably one of the biggest sissies I've ever seen.
Same. Yeah.
He's a giant sissy. I mean, literally.
Long afterwards, I was doxxed. Now, you say to yourself, well, they just put out a video. They didn't actually put out the dox. Deadly put out the dox. Blah, 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 blah. That video that was sent to MRE was linked in the video that MRE put out about me. And you go to that video, and at the bottom of the video, this is what you see. Horror Punk site. That is breaking the sense. The video from the Jehovah's Witnesses that I caught fucking hide the pedophile.
Wow.
HorrorPunks.com, HorrorPunks profile, Harry.
Yeah,
I'm all
that's
over the place. There's
insane.
my Chicago Tribune
By the
article.
way, he told me that
What?
line of crap. He did not get into any details on the phone with me, not specifics, but I was like, I asked him about that. And what he told me was that he uncovered that one of them was a pedophile or something, and they tried to discredit him by calling him a thief or something. But really, it's one of them was a pedophile, and I don't believe that, because that's just, this is what they're doing. They're calling MRE one a chome a pedophile now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
their go-to bullshit accusation that they always make.
With my robbery. With my full name.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're
Yeah.
good. But that's, I mean, it's nonsense. He's just trying to make it seem like, oh, it's not a big deal. You were just exposing the shitbag and they're just lying on you. No, he ripped them off. 100%.
Yeah.
They're not lying on him.
Yeah, I agree.
Full name with my partner's full name, James Hicks. That's how they got my docs, right here. Off this video. MRE had my docs. Put this link in the video, and everybody went to go look at the original video, and FBS had my docs from this original video, my real name, that within hours of him putting that out. Within hours. Because all you got, these links don't work on the video anymore, but all you had to do was click. I can't wait, Guardian of the Night.
Okay,
Get that
so he
word,
doxed them then. He just said FBS did it then.
Yeah.
So if he doxed you, blame him. Who doxed you? I mean, that's what's important, right? Who did it?
I mean, from what he's been saying so far, yeah.
I mean, because MRE was not the first person in the chain of custody of his information. So which person are we blaming here? We're just picking one, pin the tail on the donkey?
Yeah. Pick the red balloon out of the sky. I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know. What's the chat saying about it? That don't fit the narrative, right? Beers and cigars. I don't know.
Or do you have one? Okay, all right, good deal. And here's Guardian of the Night. I'm going to use your video sometime this week of NB and MRE admitting that they love Hitler. Now, there's my name, Harry, and it goes along.
But what business? I wouldn't worship and love somebody like me. But who is he to say that it's wrong? Who's he to say, oh, you can't associate with this person because of this, this, and this? Who is Harry to tell somebody?
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
to me, let's just say that they did say that. I don't really care. It's not my business, but Harry is saying, N. If you're black, F you, and he's promoting that. And then at the end of that little clip, he's like, that'll get him triggered. So he's saying that to me and my family.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm going to take that a little more serious than a rumor that somebody else might, like Hitler. I don't give two shits about that. It has nothing to do with me, but Harry's actions do. But when are we going to take accountability for that, Harry?
He's not. Ever. Ever.
Goes along with my full name, Wessels, the whole thing is, HorrorPunks.com was a site that had been started, I believe, by a friend of Michael Graves of the Misfits, and they asked me to join it because I was the big snake guy and blah, blah, blah. So that was my profile over there. Now, Blog Talk Radio was another link with my full name, Harry Wessels of Monster Snakes, because I was on there doing a radio interview about a new snake that I just produced. The bottom link on this thing here is the link to the Chicago Tribune, where it's very easy to get a dox. You know what I mean? I'm not a Bob Smith. That MRE did not dox me is a fucking liar. MRE doxed me 1,000,000%. He's a rat, he's a snitch, and he's a piece of shit. Okay? And if anybody doubts
Okay.
where the MRE got the information, this is Brenda talking to Angel under the Cindy account. Chicago Cindy. There's the very top post from Angel. She came on the video where Angel was, there was some kind of tape played. I forgot what it was. It wasn't the phone recording. I don't even remember what it was. Do you, babe?
No, I don't remember.
Take and read this whole thing, Mike.
Simp,
You want me to read
simp, read,
the
simp,
whole thing? Okay, hold on.
read.
So Angel says, okay, one more time. I shared a video, not his info. It doesn't matter, Angel, it's still doxing. You're lying about CPS because the info they have is the wrong address, idiots. And then Cindy account says, I personally talked to Sam about this a week ago. For the first time in 6 months, and child services was called along with the police. How hard do you think it is to get his address when you have his first and last name along with his wife's name and town they live in also? Law enforcement could not find him, question mark. Who are you kidding? Why don't you just come clean about who gave you the info and who you gave it to? You do realize the guy to this day refuses to talk bad about you, even though this 1-year-old grandson was affected. I told him.
Affected how?
And he finds it amazing, the low life you were.
How is your 1-year-old grandson affected?
I know. It's total nonsense. I know.
Did he lose his place to live? A roof over his head? Or what? I don't know.
It's because one time I think SoFlo, the big attack on his family was because SoFlo said "fuck you and your family." Oh, he's attacking my family. Yeah, not really. Fuck you and your family's not really much of an attack on your family, but he used that as you attacked my family, and then he started taking it there, and he went to, even though I can't stand SoFlo, he's a dirtbag, scumbag, degenerate too, but he went right to doxing Tina's work and their address and all that. So there is that.
Right.
Like who's the bigger scumbag? I don't know.
I don't know.
Has now turned.
Yeah, basically, I think it went on to say it turned on you.
Yeah. And then she says, I addressed this and swore on my kids and grandchildren that I never gave anyone his personal information. I shared that. Please stop it.
I was just going to say this, in a big, overpopulated city, I don't think people quite understand. Oh, and I was just going to say, and what I don't think people quite understand is we don't live in a big, overpopulated city. Okay, we live in a small rural area. Okay, and are in a little community. All they need is a name. Okay, because there's not that many people around here. So who's the idiot?
Yeah, the idiot is the one who gave my information out because she was pissed off that I was gonna fucking dox this Nazi and let everybody see his fucking real information and the shit he'd been doing. And she knew that I had it. Okay? Because I plainly told Lee Cole he's a fucking Nazi. I seen proof. And I have no doubt who ran back to her like the little bitch that he is. Lee. I was doing good fucking work here, Lee. And you had to stop it. Why? Because you thin-skinned bitches can't be the men you are. You can't jump up and say, hey, sure did.
Please, man.
Do I have to do...
My husband is, regardless of what everybody wants to put out there, Johnny, liar, my husband is 6'8" and like 280 pounds. So, yeah, no, he doesn't have to do much to be a big man.
He is a big, fat, sloppy built son of a bitch, but he, you know,
I've always been someone who can handle my business.
It won't stop. There it goes. It wouldn't stop. Go ahead. He's always been a big sloppy son of a bitch. I agree.
Yeah, he's a big, sloppy built piece of shit, but, you know, I'm not, hey, look, he's tall as fuck. I mean, he had to, if he didn't have insoles in, then tell me why his prison paperwork says 6'4" then.
It's wrong. It's wrong, just like the paperwork with the military. It's wrong.
Everybody's
it's all
making
wrong.
fucking typos on your family. That's amazing.
So many. Yeah.
But he's unusually tall. When I was standing next to him, obviously you can see the picture. Like I'm you know, a shorter guy, but he's unbelievable. He's ogreish in size. So the prison paperwork says 6'4". That's all I'm saying. He says 6'8", and then I've seen other where he claims he's 6'7". So I mean, it changes. So who the fuck knows?
Right. Yeah. 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 It just depends on who he's talking about at the time and who he's talking to, and who he wants to impress or try and prove wrong or whatever.
So that bullshit, you can just put that on ice right now. But here's the facts. You know, everybody wants to lie about this bullshit and say they didn't dox. What about it, MRE? Doxing's a rap move, right? I mean, isn't that what you say? Now, some people say that was an angel on that phone call. We'll put the fucking final nail in the coffin, that phone call.
You
She
see that?
DM'd me and I was bashing another content creator.
You see that, y'all? 6'7" is what he puts on his license, not 6'8". So there's another one right there, another lie.
Yeah.
Not that an inch makes. I mean, an inch. When you're already 6'4", that's tall. So
Mhm,
I mean, 6'7", 6'8". But there you go. But you know,
Yeah.
see, my wife used to be a manager at the DMV for many years, and you can go in there. They ask you your height and weight. You tell them. They don't measure you. You tell them,
Mhm.
and then they
Yeah.
just type it in. So you can lie on those. I mean, obviously, if it's an obvious lie, they'll call you on it. But you know, there's that. It's always changing with him. Sorry.
Yeah. 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 I agree.
Creator in the post above, it was FPS. And I think Jeff Nadeau. So I erased that because they don't need to be involved in this. But the
No,
last
they only
message I ever
doxed you.
received on Twitter.
He only doxed you. That's all.
That's it.
The guy
That's
that
it.
doxed
But
you, you
he
don't
has
need
no
to be involved.
involvement. Mm.
You see that? Like that's a selective agenda there. Why? Why wouldn't the guy that doxed you be involved in this?
Because they get along now.
Well, that's it.
Twitter from Angel Gotti. Did you get my message? I have your number. You're
Remember
fucking
you thought it
doxer.
was NB, Fred said?
I sure did. I called
Yeah,
Mike right away and I thought it was NB. And then I got home and I said it wasn't NB. I didn't recognize the voice. I thought it was NB. I was like, nobody else has my number. Or could possibly have my number. And I gave it to her.
Yeah.
Now, did you get, and then I got home and I told Mike, remember what I told you, Mike? I said, I know who called now. And you said who? And I said it was Angel. She asked me if I got her message. Remember? So Angel, and all your little fucking YouTube games protecting your Nazi fucking buddy, and you're still doing it. Why don't you look him in the face and tell him why?
Oh, please, man. Give me a fucking break showing that kid. Now, when somebody does decide to go at this kid for whatever reason, it's your fault, Harry. Your wife and the parents of this child can blame you.
Why are they doing this? Like,
I don't know.
really, this is obviously, to me, this is obvious. I mean, this is so pathetically transparent. You know, like, why would you keep showing this kid over and over and over again? First of all, I wouldn't intentionally show my grandchildren on here.
Hell no.
You know, why would
Gazo, you got it figured out? I figured out the phone issue. It's on Apple. Can it be, is it an easy fix or no? But yeah, if anything happens with this grandchild, it's on you, Harry. It's on you. You completely exposed this child. And I'm sure the child's parents did not give you consent to do this. I can almost guarantee. So it's wrong. I will learn to just later, but kudos to you, Sophie, for helping pin all that on stream. Many creators will not mention other channels of fear of losing a view. So thanks. No sweating. I mean, I don't care. I mean, any other creator that wants to drop their link in my chat, I don't care. I don't mind. I don't care. People are going to watch who they want to watch, you know? If they choose to leave my stream to go watch somebody else, then that's what they want to do, you know? Or if they want to do it at a later time after my stream, then that's just what they want to do, you know? But no, I mean, we're all about helping each other, you know? Me, Johnny Mac, Jules, Selfie Queen Cindy, you know, all of us. We're here to help each other.
Yep. If one of us wins, we all win, y'all.
That's right. That's right. Oh, okay, Drazo. I see. But no, I don't mind.
Why do you protect Nazis? Tell that little guy that.
Do you think that little guy would understand what he's saying? I doubt it.
Why is he bringing the little kid into this shit? Why?
Exactly.
What does he have to do with any of this? Not a damn
Nothing.
thing. Sad,
Nothing.
bro. Sad, maggot.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Because I'm done with the fucking hypocrisy and your bullshit. Your daddy's name don't mean a fucking thing to me. As a matter of fact, he's a murderer. Mass. He's killed more than one. Serial murderer, Angel. I don't respect that. All these fucking LARPers around here that kiss your ass because of your daddy's name, I ain't fucking one of them. Remember what I told you? When you said, don't mess with me, I was raised by the biggest and the baddest? And I said, you're fucking high. I was raised by a U.S. Marine.
Ooh. Ooh, man. Not a Marine.
My father was a Marine, too.
Fuck out of here, man.
Motherfucking U.S. Marine he was, Angel. And guess what? He taught me too. When you attack my family, you don't ever let it go until you got justice. Now what would you have me do, Angel?
Well, there you go,
I don't
Harry.
hate you.
You attacked my
I
family.
even tried to give you a...
So what should I do, Harry? What should I do, Harry? You've attacked my family. So you tell me, what should I do?
Good point. Very good point. Jay doesn't ever go live. Sweaty. She is mainly a clip channel. Yeah. I do too, Cindy. I like Jade's channel. Yeah, and here's JJ's channel if you guys want to go sub up to JJ. She doesn't do much, but when she wants to speak, she has a place to do it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm,
You a pass. When I came back, Brenda felt bad. She even said, what did you tell me, hon?
Yeah, I told him, I said, just let it go. I said, she probably, didn't believe it, and she's, got this obsession with MRE, so I said, give her a pass, let it go. Well, for all that did.
Yeah, because I didn't want to go after you. I even told Angela I had Angela contacted me on Twitter and said I have no hard feelings. She was lied to and bullshitted by MRE because they were fighting at the time. And they were going back and forth, and the troll army was going after Silo and the whole 9 yards. And I told Angela, I said, Angel's a woman. I said, I don't want to go after her. I said, I'm trying to do different things here, change my ways, straighten my act up, not be, talking bad about women and shit and attacking families and everything. But you know what? I wasn't back very long, and the Nazis started their bullshit again. Because
oh, please.
they knew I wasn't going to come back and hide.
Please, please, please. It wasn't far after you come back that the Nazis came after you. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Their shit. And I knew exactly what he was. So the troll army started attacking me again. Well, what do you know? You think I'm not going to fight back? You fucking pussies have no idea what you fucking started. Because I'm not stopping. I'm not going anywhere. My wife wants this done. How do you feel about it, dear?
Absolutely. And you laid off of her. And you still
What are you
wasn't
gonna
saying
get done?
anything bad about her after you told Angela that. And then,
Huh?
What is he going to get done? What does he think he's going to do? What's he going to do? What's the end game?
Who knows?
He's going to come to some type of conclusion that none of us could. How is he going to a pound of flesh off of anybody through YouTube? It's going to be a never-ending back and forth like it is for everybody else.
That's what he wants.
What's he going to get done, though? So what's the end game? To make a couple bucks on here? There's no other reason why he would want to stay on here forever.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just don't know. Like, this is an ego thing with him, too. I just don't understand, though, what he expects to win. What's the prize?
I wish I could tell you. I don't know. A round trip ticket to the Ozarks? I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
he's got all this money, but he wants people always to come to him. That's funny to me.
Yeah, he has all this money, but him and his wife share a phone. Right.
Yeah, if I could just put the clip of my memory onto the screen as I was walking down the block to burn one,
Yeah.
as they were leaving, I was watching him walk to his vehicle, and he was walking to this freaking high-end car. It was like a Corvette or something like that, a sports car looking thing. And at the last second, he pulled a quick right and went to his car. Like, that was like the lamest thing you could do. Like, I just thought that was funny. I remember that. And I wish I could show it to y'all from my memory, but I can't. But it happened. It really did happen.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Marine Ho started her crap. And that
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I know. He's a bigot.
You know who else is a bigot? Dirty Cooch.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why he
You
white.
want to know why? You want to know why she's not calling out any of this stuff? She's concentrating on John. But while she's concentrating on John, she's also going after me and Julie and whoever else gets in the way. But she won't call out these men.
Hate
She
bomb.
won't. She refuses. She refuses. Because she's a pussy. That's why. She's a pussy. And she's scared to do it. Because she's got to be popular. She wasn't popular in school, so she's got to do it now. Right, Cooch? These men don't like you. Don't get it fucked up. They don't like you. Oh, excuse me. Why do I keep doing that? I don't know who all does content, so if you do want a new sub, drop it like it's hot. Yeah, everybody drop your links in the chat.
then Marine Ho started her crap. And that one night on Angels, you went on Angel's panel to defend Angel again. And got the same thing stabbed in the back again. Because you kept out that she wanted to bring Maureen up on panel, and you said no. He says, I don't bring her up here. I do not want her up here. And she did it anyway. And whenever you left the panel, she let her sit there for 2 hours bashing you.
Right? That's Angel's loyalty to her friends. Just like Casparosa got it shoved up his ass. And everybody else that don't go along with your fucking plan. Well, you can get on your show and run your mouth all you want. Miss Gotti, Chicago muscle, Harry fucking Wessel have exposed you tonight for your shit. And it's a fact. And I showed everybody the screen captures of you threatening to dox me. I will never say another word about you or your family or anything about you, Angel. I have no reason to go after you. I don't hate you. Okay? But I'm done getting kicked in the fucking nuts and you smiling in my face when you're done. And then supporting this fucking Nazi again? Well, I just don't want to say anything about him. Why, Angel? I don't know anything about your granddaughter, whether it's true or whether it's not true. I hope for her genetics it's not. Because her father's no fucking good if it is.
Her father's no good if it is. Bad genetics, huh? Well, we could say the same thing for this little baby right here. And his genetics. You gonna teach him to grow up to be a liar just like you? You gonna teach him the ropes of stolen valor? And scamming churches?
I don't know. It's none of my business. That baby's a beautiful new child into this world. And it had to be brought into what? Fucking controversy? Why? Because Grandma's a massive drama queen.
Yep.
And you even brought my fucking wife into it and my fucking grandkids. Because you had to dox me because you were trying to protect your little buddy. Well, backstabbing motherfucker, you've just been ethered and I don't give a shit.
Ethered.
Send every greaseball you can muster down here.
Oh, he loves that word. He thinks that's really intimidating when he says it.
It's funny.
When he's serious, he
Give
uses
this to
that
me.
word.
Ethered.
You've been ethered, motherfucker.
You've been exposed.
Angel. It started with, who did it start with, Angel? Why don't you be honest and tell everybody who gave you that video? Or are you going to try and deny that too? TikTok. You think I'm going to let it go? I didn't come back to play tiddlywinks. I didn't come back for you, Angel. I came back for the Nazi.
Did you? Did you come back for the Nazi?
Yeah, that's his mission. That's the whole reason he came back, was to go after MRE and to attack him. Yes.
Mm-mm-mm.
And he's a Nazi. And if you can't admit that, you're delusional, honey. I've lost all respect for you. And I loved you at one point in time, and I had done anything for you. But this guy right here that you're looking at, Angel, that's what's important to me. And you and your fucking friends tried to hurt that. And for that, I will not forgive. Now that I see that you're not sorry for it at all, and you're still sticking up for MRE. And letting that fucking idiot hair hat Marla next to you do the same thing. What a fucking ignorant motherfucker that is. Marla thinks that calling out Nazis is crazy, and that we're all nuts.
Do what?
I was gonna say, here he goes. He's gonna start the racist shit. The racist bullshit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Kendra, if you're in here, drop your link. If not, one of my mods can do it.
We're all nuts, yeah. We're all crazy.
Yeah, Marla, do you realize? If people like me, Sailor Mike, and our grandfathers didn't call out Nazis, you wouldn't be here. Because they would have exterminated your whole family by now. They don't like black people, Jews, or anybody that ain't pure white, Marla.
Boom, there you go.
You're
Right
fucking
with the
delusional.
racial shit.
You people...
Oh, I also want to point out that Stone Sailor's father was a fucking killer. He was a Jewish gangster, and he was also a murderer, and was a career criminal. So while they're over there throwing shots at the Gaudis, you know, come on. Harry also robbed churches, robbed the computer store. You know, this guy ain't no saint.
No, not at all.
But the one, Stone Sailor's father was also a murderer. So he can't really use that one. That's like the pot, you know?
Oh, was he?
Yes. Yep. That's the pot calling the kettle there because, that was brought to my attention. And he bragged to me on the phone about that.
Oh, my.
Yeah. So.
I had no idea.
Yep.
I didn't think that stuff that was on Reddit was actually true.
Well, sometimes
there was stuff on Reddit a while back about him and his dad.
Yeah, that one's true.
Oh, my. Okay. Wow, I'm in a little bit of shock right now, but okay.
People over there are fucking nuts. And if you can't see what everybody else in the world can see, I guess that's the reason why all of you, about 150, 200 of you over there gather at the cult of a murderer and worship fucking men who fucking sold drugs to their own people and extorted them? Yeah, any of you fucking goombas around here got a problem with what I said? Get up with me. I'm not fucked up about it.
And there goes the anti-Italian slur that I've heard about 15 or 20 fucking times already.
Mm-hmm.
See, proving that I'm not a liar, y'all. This is the shit that he says. And when he wasn't in the presence of SoFlo, you can imagine some other things he may have said.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-mm-mm.
I fear nothing. And if I wanted to be a gang leader, I'd have took your spot. Believe it. Mr. Slick, Stone Sailor, Brenda.
We talked about that.
Anybody have parting words?
Yeah, I just want to say everything you said tonight was spot on, brother. And,
I knew that was coming. I knew that one was coming.
Yep. Spot on, brother.
Woo.
Mm-hmm.
Track now with MRE, like Angel, Marla, and them. I think they keep forgetting what they said and did in the past with MRE and having his back and supporting him, and still doing to this day. And they wonder why everybody asks the questions, and grills them over it. Well, shit, you want to put your name against that, that's exactly what's going to happen. People ain't going to let that shit go. There's a
No,
lot of,
because I plan on contacting the NAACP. I plan on contacting the Jewish Defamation League. I can't plan on doing all kinds of shit. We ain't done. I would run as fast as I can from that guy because I'm gonna tell you right now, you're connected to him.
Can we call some agencies then?
Right.
If you're calling some agencies, am I clear? How many are you calling? You pick 3, I'll pick 3. How about that?
Sure.
Anybody that shows up here is going to leave without me because I don't break the law. None of my family members do either. You know, we're all legal here. So you pick 3, I'll pick 3 because you like the call. You know, I don't really particularly care to do that shit. But I mean, he's just saying right here, he's going to call all kinds of people. What's that? Telling on motherfuckers. What's that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's very pathetic. He's the most pathetic piece of shit I've seen on here. And that's the truth. You know, then there's some real pieces of shit.
Yep. I agree.
I listened to everything and read everything that you showed, and I'm going to give the same answer that Angel gave when she was on the show and they played the MRE tape showing him saying, hey, let's send this to the cops. And so forth said, now, is he a rat? And she said, it doesn't look good. Well, I'm going to say that. It doesn't look good. However, I don't like what they're doing with her granddaughter, just like I don't like what happened to Little Muscle. That fucking kid should be left alone.
That's right.
However, these rumors about the kid are coming from MRE to another person, too.
But nobody's fucked with that kid, though. Nobody. Am I wrong? I don't think that I am.
I want to talk politics.
I am calling for those rumors to be put to bed, but I want to see proof.
Yeah. So
I'm going to talk to Mark. And I'm going to put an end to that, Angel.
Yeah, what is
But I'm going to look at the proof. And if I give you proof that that's what happened, Angel, and you don't come out and admit what happened, and they basically tried to attack you and your granddaughter, then I'm going to know something's fucking fishy, and I'm going to bring that shit out, and I won't quit talking about it.
And the bottom line is, for us at this point, to still argue with people whether MRE is a neo-Nazi or not, that's like saying the sky isn't blue and, you know, during the day. And I'm just not down with that. I'm not down with people that are going to just keep backing this guy and making excuses for his despicable behavior and to just act like, oh, this shouldn't be looked into. Really? It's public record. If he's allowed to look into everyone else's public record, then the fact that he has a restraining order and violated a restraining order against a 3-year-old child, that we have a right to know. The same thing we have a right to know about his neo-Nazi activities. And I'm not down with people that keep making excuses for that piece of shit.
You know, I'm going to say one thing.
Not at all. Too many good men died
Sophie.
for us to sit here with our mouths shut about it.
Here's the one thing I know about that whole case. I know that there was a divorce or a split up going on, and you know, a lot of times shit's made up about family members in a custody battle and things like that. Like, so it's very easy in a volatile situation for fake allegations to be thrown up in those type of situations. Now, I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm just saying that I know that there was that situation going on, which gives motive to lie on somebody. That's all. There's motive to do that there. They don't bring that up, though, of course, because that's not making an excuse, but it's a mitigating circumstance that should be brought up because it's important. You know how many times I watched the Wilco's show where there's situations like this, fighting over custody over children, and they make up fake allegations about touching kids and shit like that. Very, very, very common. So, and it's not up to us. It was investigated. We're not the police. You know, we're not the ones doing the interviews with the kids and the parents and all. It's not our business anyway. You know, but they don't like it when stuff's thrown on them that they're not charged or convicted of. But they don't have a problem doing it to other people. That's all I'm saying. That I wanted to point out. That's all, because that is what you call hypocrisy with them.
Oh yeah, it's full of hypocrisy, full of it.
About a Nazi, and we're no heroes, okay? We're just good guys that don't fucking understand how any man, especially Aegon over there, you Marine, hanging out with a Nazi, you're a scumbag, bro. But you know what? I have found out things about Marines. I've known Marines that were Nazis. We got more to come, folks. Brenda, you get the last word.
Wait a minute. Hold
Yeah,
on. Wait a minute.
I just
This guy said that he has impeccable morals because he was raised by a Marine. Now he's saying there's Marines that are Nazis and blah blah blah. Blah. So now
Yeah.
he's which one is it? Which one is it, Harry?
He don't know.
See, there's another giant fucking piece of hypocrisy coming out of his mouth again.
Yep. Yep. So that was that. Let's see if she had anything to say.
I don't understand. Okay, and it has to be the fact that I don't know. I guess she still looks at him as being a good guy. Who knows? But not to watch those videos. And if you do, I mean, you know right off. I mean, they're ridiculous. The whole Nazi thing that is just terrible.
As a woman of color.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, hilarious.
And if you do, I mean, you know right off. I mean, they're ridiculous. The whole Nazi thing that is just terrible.
As a woman of color.
Yeah.
And if people can't see that, I'm not going to affirm their delusions anymore. You understand what I mean?
No, we'll discount you in as one of the bad guys.
How can people see that if she's a woman of color if she's not showing her face?
Who's a woman
Take
of
your
color?
word for it. That's
Is he trying to-
Brenda.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's what I just said. Did you hear that? Let me rewind it.
She's not. She's a,
They're ridiculous. The whole Nazi thing that is just terrible.
As a woman of color.
and what color is that? What color might that be?
I don't know. She won't show her face. I couldn't tell you.
Because her maiden name is Baumgartner,
Okay.
and now she's a Wessel. I mean, that sounds like a. I mean, she looks white, and those sound like white names to me. And I mean, it could be. I could be wrong, but I thought. Wait a minute. Hold on. He gave the breakdown the other day. What the fuck am I talking about?
25%
yeah,
Italian,
yeah.
25% Hispanic, and 50% white. But now she's a woman of color.
Well, there you go. There you go. See, I was trying to speculate, and yeah, he gave the breakdown.
Yeah. Women of color don't wear mullets like that. Wow. That's a white hillbilly hairdo. Yeah. Coming from a hillbilly, I don't have that hairdo. But yes, you are correct.
I know porcelain is a color. It is a color, though. It is, I guess. Not much of one. It's a German name. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know you wanted the link dropped. Hold on.
So you got two German names then. All right. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I think they're probably mostly German.
Mm-hmm. But according to him, she's a woman of color.
I mean, I know. It's so grody to fucking laugh. He doesn't talk much about Argo's freaking swastika though. Why not?
No, not at all. Supposed to sweep that under the rug. Mm-hmm.
I want Brenda to seriously answer how she feels about him using racial slurs towards my wife, who she sat down and spoke with for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
You know, I
Hi,
want that.
JJ.
Hi.
Mhm.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Just want to make sure, okay, before I start talking. But I just wanted to say that people really got to be careful with this vigilante justice thing, because right now, I heard today, actually, and I heard this today, and I heard it's coming out today, but Paramount did a series or a documentary. I'm not even sure yet, because like I said, I haven't seen it, based upon these YouTubers that are doing just that, like the vigilante. I don't know who knows or who's heard of that Bullhorn Betty
Yeah.
and like the people in like the basically like vigilant, like they think they're web sleuths or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there are articles. There's an article that was written on Betty, I think yesterday, and
Uh-huh.
not just her, but other YouTubers that basically calling them out for their bullshit. Like, we're not the police. We're not. And like thinking that you can get on there and start a channel and, you know, investigate and like pull people's reports and get them in trouble or, you know, break the case or whatever. They are basically making fun of them and calling them lol cows and people who think they are more important than they are. And
Yeah.
I think of a lot of these people when I heard that statement, because they really think like everybody should be listening to them and only them and don't go over here, don't go over there, you know? And
Yeah.
it's just it's amazing to me that people would actually listen to them. I mean, I've been wrong before on YouTube, and I always admit that, because if I'm wrong, I'm freaking wrong, you know? Like
Right.
I need to do better. I strive to do better. But there are people that will never admit that, will go along with whomever for whatever for
Mhm.
the sake of, you know, that whole like go along to get along or get along to go along, like they have a person in their corner kind of deal.
Yeah.
So these guys, like, they really need to watch it, because they are not the mob. They're not,
No.
as much as they want to think. And these things that they're doing, and you know, supposedly they're going to call out this MRE for being a Nazi. Like, what are you doing? Let the police do that. You know, let
Mhm.
the police. If they're saying that they don't believe in calling the police or snitching, whatever they fucking call it. I don't know, because I'm a law-abiding citizen. So, I mean, you know, if I got to snitch, I'm fucking snitch. Sorry, if someone's breaking into my house or whatever, I'm calling the damn police. That's what I'm doing. I mean, I will protect myself, but regardless, you know, I live in the
Yeah.
South. We're going to protect ourselves down here. So, but I just I don't know, like this is going to get bad if they don't stop, because there are
Mhm.
certain people that are not going to put up with that. They're not police. They're not. And if you want to say that somebody is so and so, you think they're a Nazi, whatever, why are you taking it upon yourself to become
Yep.
the person that needs to spread all of this awareness?
Thank you.
Or like
Yep.
a chomo or whatever, like that's their favorite go-to. It's
Oh yeah.
disgusting. Everybody that they don't like is somehow a chomo or has been called a chomo. Like, that is nothing you just throw around. It's disgusting. I've never liked that since hearing like the first time I heard somebody was a chomo, I'm like, oh my God, are they really? Like, why would I
Yeah.
be following? But that's not the case. They call everybody that they don't
Yeah.
like. It's ridiculous. It's
Yep.
disgusting. And to be honest, if I was not married and I needed help or protection from, you know, say 2 dudes on the internet, I would call Johnny and Code before I would call Muscle or SoFlo or any of them
Oh, for
weirdo.
sure.
Like, I mean, I would never, like, they want to like I don't know, they tell their every move. And how are you a badass when you don't move in silence? Like, that's weird to me. That really is. But anyway, I just wanted to say that they need to be careful, because Paramount today apparently put that out on YouTubers, so it's getting out there.
Nice.
They're not liking, you know, this whole vigilante justice bullshit. So anyway, I'll let you get back to your show, but thank you so much for letting me come up. I appreciate it. I just wanted to say that and give that little warning.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I'm going to be watching out for that now.
Yes, I'm going to watch it today too. I don't even have Paramount. Like, I need another damn streaming. So, how many streaming service does one need?
Well, here's the thing. If you get Walmart Plus, the food delivery service, or not even food, but anything from Walmart, the delivery
do.
service from Walmart, you
Yeah.
have that, then you have Paramount Plus too.
Okay, sweet.
You get it
awesome.
free for a year.
Oh, cool. I just thought I was getting my free deliveries or whatever when I signed up, and I was happy.
No, you get 10 cents off of gas, Paramount Plus, and there's something else. I can't remember what though.
Well, the
But yeah.
deliveries from Walmart, I definitely know, because
Yes,
it was like $100 or something for the year. And I mean, damn, that's worth it, right? That's kind of like a Prime then.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, you have Paramount. Just get on the Walmart Plus app and see how I forgot how you get the Paramount. It's been forever. But
I'll figure it out. Probably
figure it
the
out.
app, and it's probably,
there's probably some code or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like the username and password or something. But all right, cool. I'm going to try that. So nobody go live or do anything really exciting tonight, because I want to watch that. All right. Bye.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. So that's interesting. Let me go back to my thing here. So I was going through my comments this morning, and excuse me, I seen a comment from somebody, and it says, I came back to your channel because I actually was excited to hear you and Johnny Mac the other day saying you were going to move on to other content. I was looking forward to paranormal content, something other than this. You aren't going to get out of this hate. I don't think you want to. John's subs weren't your subs. Okay. I left his drunk, nasty self for you. I thought you were your own person. I was wrong. You are better than him. You are better than covering those women. So stooping to this low level, go back to doing good things. This isn't you. Do better. And when you do, I'll come back. Maybe Johnny Mac will do content. I'll go over there and see if he moves in a different direction. And I responded back. I said, do what you feel you need to do. Real content takes research. It's not a spur of the moment thing. I spent the whole weekend researching and uploading different things. Stay if you want to, go if you want to. I do not want anyone here that does not want to be here.
Who is this again?
So somebody left a comment under yesterday's live. So, but yeah, real content, worthwhile content, is more than just like a spur of the moment thing.
Yeah, it takes work, time, effort.
It does. It does. And like I said in my message, I spent all weekend looking at and researching things and all of that. I do actually have a live that I need to schedule for this weekend. Westies wants to come on and talk about the fairies from Ireland. His grandmother used to tell him bunches of stories about the fairy folk in Ireland, and he wants to come on and talk about it. So I'm doing content this weekend. So I just need to get with him and see what day and time is good for him. But yeah, content to come. So yeah, and there was other things that I'm wanting to do a show about, but yeah. Just like I said, it's not a spur of the moment thing. It takes time. And we said that on your show over the weekend as well, that we're going to try and start moving that direction, that it takes work, it takes time. And yeah, so I don't know why people are surprised to see me still doing this, you know? Yeah, if anyone has any ideas about content, if they're interested in things that you think that we should be looking into or doing shows on, or a certain direction that you would like for us to go in, just shoot us a message.
Well, a lot of the paranormal investigations, unfortunately, it's winter time, and
Yeah.
and those to get into any place worthwhile, sometimes it takes a little scheduling in advance, and
Yeah.
so it's not just something that happens overnight. But in the summertime, you can obviously investigate a lot more places like graveyards, things like that. Nobody wants to be out there in 10-degree weather, obviously. But I mean, that it'd be a little easier when it's warmer. But that's not an excuse, but it does come into play a little.
No, it's not an excuse, but living where you and I both live, it does get cold here. And it is kind of miserable going out in these temperatures doing paranormal stuff. Seeing as how most places worth going to don't have power. And if they don't have power, they usually don't have heat. So,
I got a little interesting thing that happened. Was it yesterday, Ted? Or was it the day before? It was Sunday. She was over at my daughter's, and I was sitting here messing with something at the computer, and this light to the left of me fluctuated, and it was just weird. I don't see that happen that often. I was like, do that again, and it happened again. So it was, and then I asked him to do that again, confirm it by doing it one more time, please, and then boom, it happened right on. I was on the phone with her, and I was telling her about it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I'm like, yeah, you wouldn't be saying that if you were here, though. Normally you get creeped out, but yeah, it's interesting that happens. So maybe I'll do a spirit box here and
see what happens. Yeah.
But I don't
Betty
know.
Boo wants you to work on your animal channel.
Yes, I wanna get some stuff uploaded on that one too. That's been sitting there a while, and I used to upload something like a couple times a week, at least twice a week. So I got to get back on that too. But that's to come. But thank you, Betty Boo. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Right, Lisa. My goodness, it's only Tuesday, and you said you'd still respond when needed. Yeah, and it was Monday when this message was left. So, yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. And that's another thing, Black Swan. A lot of places worth going to also charge. Black Swan says, due to all those shows featuring the haunted places near me, they now charge a handsome amount to investigate, some as high as $500. So, and the bigger channels that do the paranormal stuff have lots of subscribers, and that also means they have a large check from YouTube, meaning they have the money to pay $500 a pop to go to these places, I know, Shade. I know. And, over the weekend when I said that I was going to start switching up my content, a lot, a few of you were disappointed to hear that I wasn't going to be doing this sort of thing anymore or as often, because I am the one that has brought all of this to light, really, as much as it has been. And I don't know, it's just I'm bored with it, really. But like I said over the weekend, if I need to respond, if I feel like if I just want to respond, I will, But I am getting very bored with this shit. I always watch on TV and comment on my device while I bring 2 views. Thank you, Sweaty. Hi, Kimmy. How are you? So yes, we will be getting to content. Come to St. Augustine. I love it there. There's so much paranormal activity. Actually, JJ, 2 summers ago, 2022, me and my husband went to St. Augustine just for the day. We were in Florida visiting family for a few days, and we drove down to St. Augustine, and I love it there, and I would love to come back. Yeah. Yeah, it was nice. Places will say it's haunted, but it's not. Yeah. Yeah. But me and my husband was talking last night. I don't think there's anything wrong with a good balance between responding and content. Right, Shyla. Yeah. But me and my husband were talking about, because we were talking, I think it was on in Deadly's chat the other day. We were talking about, Brandy was in there. We were talking about, like abandoned towns and stuff like that. And I was talking to my husband about it, and he was like, he wants to do that. He wants to, like, on the weekends when he's not working, like, just take off for the day and go driving to one of these abandoned towns and just, like, record. And also, like, different attractions and, like, parks and different things in West Virginia. So, we'll see what ends up happening. But here's a weird coincidence. Right before I broke my neck, every picture I was in had a red streak going through the right side of your neck. Oh, wow, Black Swan. That's kind of creepy. Like somebody was trying to tell you something. Spirit Talk is an app for paranormal. Spirit Talker is an app for paranormal.
Well, guys, I'm going to hop down. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming up.
Got to get up to get some chores done and
yeah, same.
Get some things done around the house. So I'll see everybody later. Have a great day. And
bye. Thanks for coming up with me. There was a cool abandoned amusement park, I think, in Montana. Is that M.O. Montana? Lake Shawnee is just like, I know you guys have seen Lake Shawnee on the ghost shows and stuff. Lake Shawnee is like, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes, if that, from my house, but it's nothing like you think it is. You can't see anything from the outside. Yeah, you can't see anything from the outside. It's just, it looks like a junkyard from the outside. Well, thank you, Shade. Thank you. And we'll be doing other things besides paranormal. Like this weekend, we're doing the fairy stuff, like folklore. We're going to be doing that this weekend. I was doing some research and getting some clips together to make like a little, video to run over top of us talking and the stories and stuff, just to kind of give you a little something extra. But didn't see any paranormal activity. Yeah, I'd like to go back, Rabbit. It's really, really, really pretty in St. Augustine. My son got an attachment from the Virginia City Graveyard, and she shows up every time he tries to date. That's funny, Black Swan. Your son's got a ghost crush. Yeah, we're maybe this summer, JJ, while we are down there visiting, we can drive back down to St. Augustine. It was nice. Off topic, does anyone remember the Challenger shuttle blowing up on national TV and watching it while we were in school? Yes, Brandy, I remember that. Yeah, I can do some more of that too, Shade. Yeah. We have an abandoned old state mental hospital near me, and it's by far the most haunted place I've ever experienced. Really, Geneva? That's cool. The old state mental hospitals are the ones, in my opinion, uh, the hospitals there are the most haunted. We did go to, and we could plan something. Okay, we can do that, JJ. Yeah, that would be really cool. If anybody would be interested in doing this, the Trans Allegheny Lunatic Asylum in Weston, West Virginia, they do ghost tours. They do them during the day. They do them in the evening. They do them in the middle of the night. And we could, if anybody wanted to, we could at some point this year, it would have to be in the summertime before fall because it gets cold. But we could plan on everybody meeting there and doing a ghost hunt together. If you guys want to look the place up, I'll type it in the chat. Trans Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. Check it out. It's a super cool place. Okay, cool, JJ. We can do that. I've always wanted to stay in a bed and breakfast whenever we go down there, but we just never have. You're in, Snark? Awesome. I know, it's so cool, isn't it? Like, we spent 3 hours there, and we barely got through a quarter of the place. You was there a couple years ago but didn't go in. It's really, really cool. Really cool. It was the first place that they did the ice pick therapy. That was first done there. We have the Galore Mental Hospital and Museum in St. Joseph. Maybe we could have different people in different areas do investigations together. It could be cool. Yeah, that would be cool too. That would be really cool too. Like, I could record. Thank you, Barbie. I could record where I'm at. Lisa, if you go to the St. Joseph Hospital, you can record there, and everybody go to the abandoned mental hospital in their area that does ghost hunting, and everybody record, and then we could put it up on my channel. Moundsville, yes. My husband wants to go, Kimmy. My husband wants to go to the prison and the old prison and do a tour there. The old spaghetti factory. Supposed to be super haunted. We also have Thousand Step Cemetery that's haunted for sure. Cool. Yes, I have. I have heard of the Waverly Hills Sanatorium. I have. It's cool. Did you not? But I'm sure it was super cool just to be there and just soak it in. Kimmy. Or Snark. But yeah, that's been a bucket list place for my husband forever. Oh, we do, Betty Boo, we do, that we do. There's a hospital, I think, in Charleston too, or right above it. I'm trying to think. Kimmy, do you live in West Virginia or family here? Or I'm going to the Gold Hill Hotel this summer, hopefully. That would be cool, Black Swan. And see, you could record that and for our little project. It makes a bunch of those paranormal. Oh, cool, Shyla. That's really cool. On the other side of Lake Shawnee, there's a trailer park. And right out of Huntington. Oh, that's cool. I don't know if anyone has been across the Golden Gate Bridge, but that's super haunted too. I get the heebie-jeebies every time. Really, Geneva? That's awesome. I have never been to California. Cool. What did you say about Salem, Brandy? Let me scroll back up. But yeah, Salem. Has anyone been to Salem? Yes, Brandy, I've been to Salem. Salem, Massachusetts? Yes. Beach Fork State Park? No, I haven't. But Salem, you can feel the magic in the air and the history in the air. It's so cool. So cool. I want to go back. In my hometown, there was this hiking trail, and half the time you hiked, you would all of a sudden be going the other direction. It was very eerie. You would get disoriented, and then suddenly you're going the other way. That's crazy. That's creepy. Yeah, Gettysburg. Yeah, Gettysburg would be cool to go to. On our way home from Salem, we drove through Gettysburg, and it was just had like this feeling, like this energy in the air. Just driving through, we didn't get out. Just driving through there, it was like the energy in the air was just something different that I haven't felt anywhere else. I've been to Salem. It was cool. I love Gettysburg. Yeah, Salem's cool. And my husband wants to go back to Gettysburg this time. A lot of people died building the bridge. There are a couple of people that got encased in the cement underwater. Yeah. Yes, Geneva. Yes. In the town that I live in, I forgot where I was driving the other day. I don't remember where, but I was at a stoplight in town, and I just looked over, and it had like a Civil War walk or something. So, and I had no idea the Civil War was even here. Or a part of it was here. So I need to check into that and see where here and check it out. Record it for you guys. Excuse me. But yes, there's a lot of history here. Missouri State Penitentiary, that would be cool to go to. Harper's Ferry, yep, there's Harper's Ferry too. We've been to, what's the name of that place? Snurk, help me out. Where the Mothman was. I can't think of the name. But we went there to where the Mothman was. And it's close to Harper's Ferry, I believe. There was once the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. They built a new one after the disaster of 79, but the old pier still stands to fish off of. That's cool, JJ. But yeah, we were going to a concert in Huntington, and we stopped. What's the name of that town? I don't know. Where the Mothman was. And we stopped and walked around and took a picture, and there's a big Mothman statue in the middle of town, and we stopped and took pictures. Is Beach Fork and Busch Gardens, is there? Point Pleasant. Yep, that's it. It's not Point Pleasant. Point Pleasant is where the Mothman was. Somebody else just mentioned Kimmy just mentioned Beach Fork State Park. I've never heard of it. Busch Gardens is close to Gettysburg, like that area, like that side of Virginia. Yes, Point Pleasant. Thank you, Lisa. Blue box phones on the bridge that connect to mental health hotlines. Oh my, Geneva. But yeah, guys, I mean, it will take time, you know, and all of you guys that the Gold Hill Hotel this summer, hopefully that would be really cool, Black Swan. But all of you that, you know, yes, they do have a Mothman festival. I need to check and see when it is. The battle before Gettysburg was in West Virginia outside of Charleston. Let me look. It says the Battle of Scary Creek, July 17th, 1861, Putnam County, West Virginia. The Battle of Scary Creek was a minor battle fought during the American Civil War across the Kanawha River from present-day Nitro. It says, where was the first land battle of the Civil War in West Virginia? Philippi, West Virginia, was the site of the first land battle of the Civil War, the Philippi Races, on June 3rd, 1861. During this battle, Union forces fired a 6-pound round into a barn located on a farm guarded by Private James Hanger of the Confederacy, where the Union attack left his leg attached by the skin alone. Ugh. Major battles and campaigns for the Civil War. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to take time. Yeah, I could not remember IBM. I could not remember. What is the Mothman Festival? It's where the town of Point Pleasant has all kinds of vendors and all kinds of games and music and food and different things, and they celebrate the Mothman. They have a ghost walk tour up there. I seen it when we were there, signs for it. They have a ghost walk tour where you can go and they tell you about all the different, you know, just like anywhere else, all the haunted places. So yeah, but like I keep trying to say, it's going to take time to get into this, you know. I don't want to just jump into it and give you half-ass content. So yeah, so those of you that are, my true friends, my true subscribers, my true supporters, are going to be here no matter what, right? Oh, JJ, I'm sure New Orleans has some awesome ghost tours. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. But you guys will, be here no matter what. And I love you for that. And I thank you for that. But yeah, keep watch. I'm going to be scheduling a live for this weekend sometime with the Westies. He, if you don't know Westy, he is from Ireland, living in the U.S. And he wants to come on and tell some old stories and folklore that his stories that his grandmother told him when he was a young boy about the fairy folk of Ireland. I'm very excited because my family, actually, me and Westies have the same. We're both Irish, we're both Scottish, and we're both Welsh. So I'm kind of excited to hear these stories because I don't know very much about my heritage and just the places that I'm from and the stories of those places. I don't know too much. So I'm kind of excited to do this and to listen, to learn about these things. The one I'm talking about is a little tiny town with a Civil War grounds on top of a hill. I have been there about 30 minutes from Charleston. 30 minutes north from Charleston, IB So I'm excited. So you guys watch for that live. I'll see you. What is tomorrow? Wednesday? I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to try and get in touch with him this evening. I know he's probably working right now. We'll try and get in touch with him this evening and see if we can get a time scheduled, and I'll let you guys know. And I'll let you know tomorrow. I probably will not be live on Thursday. I've got a hair appointment to get my extensions moved up on Thursday, and I have to get my nails done Thursday while I'm down there. Yes, I have to be there at 12:30, so I will not be live on Thursday. Point Pleasant is also where the bridge collapsed and one reason why it's haunted. And that's also connects with the Mothman, IB the kids that seen the Mothman, seen the Mothman around the time of the bridge collapse. And it is said to be every time that there is some kind of a disaster or a horrible event about to happen, that the Mothman shows up. So, I mean, if you guys want to, we can do a thing on the Mothman because there's a whole lot to it and it's very interesting. But yes, that's when the bridge collapsed was around the time of the first sighting of the Mothman. Yep, he appears before a tragedy. Well, Kimmy, this summer sometime, if you want to, I know, JJ, thank you so much. Thank you. If you want to, this summer, me, you, I be me, if you want to, Snark, whoever wants to, really, whoever wants to. But us West Virginians at heart, if you guys want to meet up somewhere this summer and we can hang out and do a little do a little something. Yes, there was a movie about the Mothman too. Yeah, your grandfather was a coal miner. My grandfather was a coal miner as well. Do you follow stories about the Bermuda Triangle? Yes. Yes, Brandy, I do. See, there's all kinds of stuff out there. I was watching something on the Bermuda Triangle the other day. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, when it gets summertime, see where everybody's at and what we all have going on, and we can meet up somewhere. Your daddy drove a coal truck. That's cool, Kimmy. Same as for Kansas area. I'd love to get together with people. That's cool. See? My grandfather was supposed to go across that bridge that day, and my grandmother made him stay home from work that day. Woman's intuition, Snark. Woman's intuition. Where were you saying to watch on? What were you saying to watch on Paramount? JJ, tell Geneva in the chat what is on Paramount. It's something about next year Carnival will be full time out in Norfolk, and it goes to really Snurg. It's something about like YouTube vigilantes. I guess Paramount has done like a documentary thing or something on it. And Bullhorn Betty is one of the people that Paramount has named as a YouTube vigilante. And I guess it came out on Paramount today. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The coal mines are dangerous. Not far from where I grew up, there was a few of them. My husband was telling me last night about one. It's some coal mine disaster that happened, and he was like, we should go up there. His grandpa, my husband's grandfather, was in the National Guard, and they sent all the guardsmen up there to the coal mine to pull out the bodies. And he wants to go up there too this summer whenever we're driving around and taking video of these places. He wants to go there. Really not pleased with his. Listen, coins. listen. You know when you start doing things, you can't be you can't be mad. You can't be mad when somebody notices it. It's funny. Oh, really, Lisa? It's in Kentucky, but it's on the Kentucky-Ohio border. It's Bobby Mackey's Music World. The Ghost Adventures guys have been there. Often I be me. Yeah, like, if you can plan a trip this summer for a few days to come meet up with everybody, that would be cool. Yeah, the exhibition coal mine, Snark. Yep. Yep, the exhibition coal mines is what that's called. Geneva, it is called Cyber Sleuths, the Idaho murders. I'll send you the interview of the guy who saw it as a kid. Okay, Lisa. Yeah, please. Please, please, please. But yes, the exhibition coal mines is what that's called. The park bought that coal mine for I think $5 back in the day. And they've now, it has been for years, as long as I can remember, the coal mines is a tourist attraction. You can get on the buggies, not buggies, the train, little passenger train, and they'll take you through the mines and tell you everything about it. But yes, Susie, the Bobby Mackey's Music World is right on the MZ. Yes, Snark, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, it's on the Kentucky-Ohio border. We actually stayed, when we went, we stayed in Ohio and drove into Kentucky to go ghost hunting there. Have you been there, Lisa? Have you been there? I felt some, like a very, like I felt something heavy on my back. And like I envisioned, at the same time that I felt this heaviness on my back, I felt like a very tall man, like, you know, when you hug somebody from behind, that's kind of like it was, but he was like really tall. And I'm pretty sure I brought something home with me from Bobby Mackey's. Pretty sure I did. Because after that is when all of those, my Ring cameras started picking up all the crazy stuff. Hey, TT, you back? Susie, they say that there is around the well, but I don't know. I don't know about all that. Sega mine disaster. Let me message my husband. If he's not busy, he'll answer me back. Hold on. See if he messages me back. But guys, if you have not watched Tuesdays with Terry Time, when we're done here, go over there and watch the replay on her Tuesday video. What you been up to, TT? We're talking about, you know, different content, different subjects, different things we want to start doing over here. So I'm very bored talking about these women. What do you guys think about celebrity news? On your way to the laundromat? I know I need to go put another load in the wash. Well, you know, JJ, 2 paranormal experiences and is more than most people have in their lifetime. And that's for sure. My husband, when he goes down into the basement, he always sees somebody walking in the corner of his eye. The Stanley Hotel and the Crescent Hotel had a very sad spirit and made me feel very sick. Many died from cancer. A doctor claimed to have a cure, but didn't, and they suffered. Isn't that so sad, Lisa? So sad. How people used to scam like that, promise that they had the answers, and people being so desperate to get their family member better, and to find out that it was all a hoax the whole time. That's sad. I know, I've seen that, Kimmy. I've seen that. So, yeah. But I guess I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, guys. I've been on here 3.5 hours. I'll be back tomorrow. Hi, Shauna. Have a great day, friend. Thank you for letting me keep you company today, Shauna. One was in my bedroom and the other was in St. Augustine. Both were 100% real. I believe you, girl. I believe you. But I don't know. We might try and do something else tomorrow besides, our normal. Thank you, Kimmy. Come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. And yeah, we'll find something to talk about. We might, like I said, talk about something else besides these women. So, all right, guys, I love you. I'm going to go and do some laundry, take out the dogs, and I'll see you tomorrow.